Sugar.
Dun, dun, dun. So there we go. We're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday night live at the bench. Another weekers. What's it done, Richie? Richie, what's the week done?
No, what's the week done?
Yeah, every week I go. It's another Friday, and the week has
gone fast.
Go on, Richie. Go on.
Anyway,
blown by.
The week has rolled on by. It's gone fast as it always does. And we're back with another Friday night show. Obviously, we've been doing the daily live streams as well, and the Wednesday evening one too. So thank you, everyone's been joining us for the support, all the thumbs ups, and yeah, it's great to have a good community around us with lots of good people and this lot on here as well. So it is.
I knew that were coming.
So we're a couple of people down. There's no Luke Carzo. Luke's still in the process of moving. I think he'll be back with us soon, though, by the sound of it. And Mr. Dan Croak's not here because he's gone to a birthday party and left us all in the lurch to do the live show on our own.
Well, he said he's gone to a birthday party.
I don't know how we're going to cope. I really don't. I mean, who's going to read the chat?
Not me.
Oh, boy.
That's got to be a job for Roland.
Jim.
No, Jim. It's got to be a job for Jim.
Jim.
Hey, I've done it once.
I know, actually, yeah.
Trusting me again?
Yeah, we'll be here all night. I reckon Simon would be good at reading the chat. What do you reckon? Or should we let Richie do it since he's our guest?
Yeah.
Richie's like, I don't want anything to do with anything live. I just want to sit here and look like I'm interested.
I don't have any chat, so I'd have to make it up as we go along.
Well, that's fine. You can do that. I do that all the time.
I was going to say, have you never watched a Friday show? Billy
in the chat saying, for Christ's sake, Richie, sort your head out and give the lads a hand. It's fun making them up. It's good. It's fun making them up. So yeah, we're here tonight. We've got someone's playing the back. Oh, Dan.
Dan's frozen already.
Dan, it's doing it. I'm gonna mute Dan. He's muted. So yeah, Alan's gonna do Dan's section, Mr. Croak. We've got Dan's section, looking at what everyone's finished this week. We've got questions with the crew with Alan rather than Dan this week. We've got what we've been buying with Simon, what we've all been ruining, which has got a cameo off Luke in his with what he calls paint. We're a bit dubious what it actually is, but
not sure.
Yeah, and Roland's going to be looking at all the work we picked in progress through the week, and I've got an absolute cracker in there, which I'll decide when it comes to it in a little bit. I've got a bit of a tickly cough, so excuse me. Also got a special guest tonight, as you might have seen. He's a very special guest. We've been waiting for Richie for quite a while to come and join us. If you don't know Richie, why don't you know him from RW Hobbies? If you're not subscribed to Richie, I'm sure one of the lads can chuck a link in the chat. If not, I'll do it in a minute. Go over and show Richie some support. He's got a great YouTube channel, very talented builder, some great reviews, really interesting subjects. And you've not long started your own Facebook group as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I started like a month ago. We're up to like 250, 220 people already.
It'll grow and grow before you know it. So we'll chuck some links in the chat for everything. And obviously go over and show some support. I'm sure most of our viewers are already subbed to you, Richie. But you never know, you might pick up one or two. And yeah, so Richie's going to be interviewed tonight. We agreed to this a while back. Jim's got some questions for him. Hopefully some modern related and not everything Jim likes to normally ask. So yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. But everyone's had a good week. And if you've got a second, give us a thumbs up on the channel. If you're not subbed, give us a sub. And if you're there, say hello to us in the comments. So as I say, we're missing Dan and Luke, but we do have Andy, we've got me, we've got Rich, he's here with us again. We've got Roland, we've got Alan Parker, Luke Ward, Dan Scattergood lurking somewhere. We've got Jim, we've got Al McNeish, we've got Simon Shorey, and of course, we've got Richie as well. So there we go. Who wants to read that chat then?
You want me to? I don't know.
I've developed a tickly cough at the worst possible time in the world. Right
then. First off, we have Mr. Paul Christopher saying, evening, fellow modelers. Philip Hartford's in. Well there, everyone. A good week? Question mark.
Oh, I'll turn into a nun then.
Tracy Fogelson's in there saying hello, all a good afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Evening, Tracy. Brian Wimmel's in there saying evening all. Andrew Callis, hello and good Friday, everyone. It's not Good Friday, mate. It's a couple of months away. Mr. Alan Parker's in there saying evening, one and all. Hope everyone has had a good week. MPH Photography, hello, folks. Graham Warm, he's covering his eyes. Gary Dahlstrom is saying hello, hello. Paul Plastic Monkey's in there saying evening, guys. Gary Ride the Wind's in there. Hello, all, and chat. Digsby James is in there. Hello, all. Trust you are well. Mr. Jim Clark's there. Hello, everyone. RP, I can't remember who RP is. Hello,
Richard.
And good evening to all crew and chatters. Good evening. Roland, Model Kit Beginners in there. Welcome to the show. It's 72. Hello, everyone. We have Mr. Daryl Master saying evening all. Hope you are all well.
Hey, Daryl.
Kev Jiff Jaff 69. Hey, you guys. Mr. Yuval Singer is there saying hi, everybody. Sean White saying evening, crew and chat. And Tribune is saying evening, peeps. Skullfish. Good evening, peeps. That's not a name I recognise. Is that anyone? Skullfish.
That's Jace.
Okay. J Hart Model Works. Justin is saying hi, guys. MPH is saying Luke's lost weight. You must have turned side on, Luke. Chris Hughes is saying hi, guys, from Ukraine. Rich Blondin saying hi, all. Hi, Rich.
Oh, not him.
Totally Scale Models, evening all. Simons is saying good evening, everyone. Dean Joan, hello all. Cully's in the chat saying hello and have a great show.
Hey, Cully.
Whole 24/7 Models saying good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Shane is saying morning, evening, folks, from a wet and muggy 22 degrees here. Lee Glazebrook's in saying good evening. Ian Douthwaite, evening, everyone. And Ian sent me pictures of the sign box and the letter of authenticity for the R64 for the auction. So I'll get a picture of that up for people, hopefully this week when it arrives. So thank you, Ian.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Philip Hartford's there saying, where's Tom? We don't know tonight. He's disappeared. A Mick is there saying, good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Tom's in Holland, isn't he?
I think he's Dutch.
Dutch,
Tom.
Yeah, apparently so.
So it's Tom.
It's Tom, is it?
Dutch, lives in Holland.
Okay. I thought he lived in the Netherlands, but never mind.
No,
it's nothing to do with Peter Pan.
Okay. Mike Scaly Models is.
So he moved from Arizona. I thought so.
Mike from Scaly Models saying evening, one and all. This could go off. Right, where have we got to?
Let me try and read some. I don't know. My voice is going to hold up though.
I'm all right for a minute. I'll just go through because there's people talking to each other, so I'm just trying to pick up the relevant ones. Rob said,
Jim does read everything.
No,
just read them. It's easier that way, Simon.
No. Al's Modelling and Photography is in there. Mr. McNeish saying good evening, everyone. Wayne Saunders is in there saying hi, guys. Tribune saying hi, Al. Lee Glazebrook is saying, Luke, can I buy one of the masks of you for the Suzuki, please? Okay. If you want to PM Luke privately, Lee. Thank you.
I get a commission.
Mike's from Scaly Models has put Richie's channel in there. So thanks, Mike.
I was just in the process of getting it.
Yeah, he's done it.
Mike, thank you, Mike.
Saying, good evening, guys. Happy morning from the other side of the pond. Dean Slater, happy weekend all. Patrick McGeever, evening all. Mike's also put in Justin Hart's.
Go and sub to our channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. How many is he at now, Mike? Out of interest, he's not far off. He was over 905 the other day, I think. So we're getting there slowly. So let's see if we can get him to 1,000. So go and sub. And below that, I put a link to Richie's Facebook group as well. So go over there, join that, and show some of your models on there.
Luke from Scale Motors saying evening all. It's what, 7 p.m. over here in England? It certainly is, Justin. Rob asked Richie if he moved the rear tail round on his Hurricane. That's a question for you for later, Jim, then, by the sounds of it.
Hey, remember that one, Richie.
Sounds like a piss
did.
take to me. I think Richie could just answer that one now.
That sounds like a setup there coming along.
Spoiler alert, I did.
It's a good Dean is saying it's a good Friday if you've done your working for the week. Fair enough, mate. Amy Beat is saying, evening, my little smashers. Hope everyone is thumbs up. Chad Jekyll's in there saying, evening, all modelers. Tam McMillan's there saying, evening, all. Jason Martin saying, everyone, hello, everyone. And I think Jason saying he's looking forward to Richie's interview. Edward Lenners saying, evening, everyone. And Mike's put in 922 for the quiz later. And that's it. We're up to date.
We've got 922. We're getting there. He's had like what, 80? About 80 in the last week or so. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Well done, Simon, as well. Yeah, we'll get him there. We will get him there, and then we'll pick our next victim. Our next victim. Right, Richie. We'll do another section, and then we'll come to you, mate. All right.
No rush, whenever.
That way. Oh, we'll put you at the end then. Be about 11 o'clock. About 4 hours. Is that all right?
I'll just come back in 2 hours.
I'm not doing this as late anymore. What should we do then? Let's do. Si, do you want to do your bit?
Yep, can do.
I just made him read a whole load of stuff, and now he's going to read all this. Should we do something else?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
You sure?
What do you want to do? You do it whatever order you want.
You do it. Come.
Okay. Right. Let me just share.
Hang on.
I'm not posted in your section, so I forgot. I'll do it next week.
Quick, I'll open it for you now. Hang on.
I don't think I've closed it yet, actually.
Everyone put stuff in it quick. Anything. Funny pictures, memes. Luke, get on it. Quick. It's always you first, isn't it? Prejudice this. You should be at the end.
I should.
Should.
I'll never get there. It's
Oh,
just
all them paints will get stripped. Every one of them.
Right. First up this week. Hey, they don't all get stripped.
You did slow with that one, wasn't it?
I was, yeah. First up this week is me with a quick set of decals and a quick top up of LP paints and some etching saw sets as well.
No wonder I can't find LP5 and 3 anywhere.
I know, I've got 6 of them.
Bloody hoarding them.
That's why you can't find it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Get in, strike whilst the iron's hot. I also managed to bag this thanks to a little pointer from my friend up in Liverpool.
Thanks.
I said my friend. A McLaren F1 GTR in 124 from Aoshima. So I've been after one of those for a while. So thanks, Al.
Where's
Good spot, mate. And I hate this stupid face ache now. It doesn't give you a whole.
God. Boomers often complain about it, don't they?
Oh, they do. Next up, we have Mr. Gary D. Wilson. First figure purchased a 120mm Iranian embassy siege trooper from Operation Nimrod. I'm thinking it would have been better with him wearing the respirator. That way I wouldn't have to do the eyes. Gary, aka Black Skunk Works.
Archie Jackals for the eyes, just top tip there.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
You do them in various sizes also.
Yeah.
I want to do
Eyes and pants.
Next up, we have Mr. Richie Waldron.
Oh.
He says he got himself some cool monkey bike decals from Blue Stuff. Great service, France to the USA in less than a week. Nice one.
What bike are you using them on, Richie?
I'm going to Repsol, I think. Or maybe do all of them. They're pretty cool.
They look good, actually. Yeah, I like the
monkey bikes. Monkey bikes are cool. I've got one that's warming up for the next group build.
I mean, you're gonna have to get 3 monkey bikes, so.
If you can find them, yes.
You bought that DTM car, Alan, you git.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mr. Carl Roberts. Not a model, but this was a gift from a customer. The Lego Lamborghini Siam.
Customer, bloody hell.
What did you do?
He's got a hell of a paper round, doesn't he?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Telling you.
Very
Must be
nice.
one hell of a paper route.
Uh,
Echo.
Next up, we have Mr. Scott Kilford, who got a UV light activated putty, brought the whole kit from SMS in Australian. I think it means Australia. Very nice, though, mate.
It's interesting. Isn't
It definitely said Australian.
it did. That mean he bought it in England, but he had to put an Australian accent on. I don't know. Right. Next up, we have Mr. Shane Wright, who got this kit last week and the top studio bits yesterday. Here we have the Tamiya 112 Suzuki GSX-RR, also various top studio detail parts that are common to all GP bikes.
Anything that you're building, Shane, just put it to one side and just build that bike.
Yep. You're enjoying it, aren't you?
It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
What are you giggling at now? What's he put?
Nothing.
Oh, God. Next up, we have Mr. Chris Stover. He got this kit this week, his first AMT kit, wanted something different from the usual armour and aircraft kits.
Peter Rapper, nearly killed her.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Alan, I reckon you'd like to build one of them.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
Oh, for your birthday. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
Next up, we have Mr. Grail French. Reggie Escort Monty 79 and Escort decals for future.
Playing back.
Dan,
I hear it.
I can hear it.
Escort decals for future projects, bonnet catches and consumables. Also Q8 oils decals for Iveco service barge project. Stay safe, guys.
I got to go out on a limb here with a hunch. I don't think Dan's had his internet fixed.
No, it doesn't sound
I was
like
going to say, let's hope it's not.
It's going to be going mad.
I pity the next person to go out and do that work.
I pity the fool.
Next up, we have Mr. Dean Slater, one purchase this week. Finally have a pair of Grail kits thanks to Plasmojo in Hong Kong. What a treasure trove that website is. Very happy at just under £100 for the pair. The footwork Fujimi FA13 in 1/20th and the Volvo 850 Estate from Tamiya in 1/24th.
Cool. Right, number one, I bet you that's got a bent A-pillar. I'll put money on it, and it'll be the left-hand side as you look at it. And if anybody wants one of those, I know there's one for sale. I've got nothing to do with it, but I know there's one for sale for $69.99, which is about right for that kit. So if anyone wants it, drop me a PM and I'll give you the link.
There you go. PM
They've all got bent A-pillars. Every one of those kits I've seen or had has had a bent A-pillar. It's like they came out the factory with them. Really weird.
Next up, even though he's on a buying ban, Mr. Gary Ride the Wind has been after this rare kit for a few years. He's well chuffed. It's a 1/12 Tamiya LC Honda RC211V06 and a detail set for it.
Anyone want to see a build of that? There's one on ISM YouTube, man.
Yep. He's also got another rare one on its way from across the pond from a mate. Finally got one, which is the Yami YZR M1. Very nice. He also managed to get a fork set for the YZR. Very nice indeed, Gary. He started this yesterday. Spirit of Barry Sheen build even. Very nice. A Yami YZF R1M and blue stuff decals and detail up parts. Nice one, mate.
It will be finished by tonight.
Yeah.
He also says a huge thank you to you, Val. Such a kind gesture. He got this for me in secret. Thank you, mate. Blown away by your generosity. And that's a Yami YZR 500.
Very cool.
Very nice indeed. Nice little haul there, Gary, on the buying ban.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
I don't know why we bother.
Roland done the same also. I don't know why you're chipping in, Roland.
Yeah.
Roland. Yeah, we charlatan.
Wait till my birthday is over. I'll have a whole list.
You have a lisp.
Oh God. Next up, we have Mr. Mark Coombs. He thought he would buy a few extra bits whilst ordering his Apex. So he's got himself a UMP Apex, some LP paints, some UMP primers, some rapid thinner, some Haribo, some tweezers, and one of those cleaning brush thingies on the right hand side there, as well as a 3D printed storage pot.
You forgot the wash.
Did I miss the wash? Sorry. Yes, there's a bottle of wash as well. Thank you, Paul. All available
do
from
it, Simon. Do it properly.
retail.com.
Do it properly. Bloody hell.
He also treated himself to a new kit, a Ferrari F12 Berlinetta from Fujimi in 1/24.
Nice, good kit that.
Yep, nice car.
And Dean's in the chat saying somehow his A pillar is straight. Excellent. Well, good. That's good to hear.
Maybe they rectified the problem. Next up, we have Mr. Gary Constable. He got a few purchases this week, to say the least. First one up is a Revel, a 1/24 Ford GT with some Capitan decals. Very nice indeed.
Great scheme that is.
Yeah, I want to build her.
Number 2 is a BMW 2002 Turbo from Hasegawa in 1/24.
I've seen a couple of builds of that on YouTube.
Hope you like Chrome, Gary.
Yeah.
Laura on that bloody kit.
He's also been after this for a while, which is the Lamborghini Miura P400 SV from Hasegawa in 1/24. Very nice. I wouldn't mind one of those myself. Number 4 up this week is the Nissan Fairlady 240ZG from Tamiya. Very cool. Got some nice kits this week. He also got himself a Ferrari 250 GTO from Fujimi. Very nice.
I really want one of those.
Oh, I've got one. You got one, haven't you, say?
Yep, I have.
Yeah.
He's also got, I think, got from you, didn't I?
Yeah, you might have actually. Yeah.
He got himself an NSR Honda NSR 500 from Tamiya in 1/12, plus some detail bits and pieces for it. And the clutch set, very nice indeed. I like that actually. Number 8, I did say he got a lot. He got himself a couple of Suzuki. Oh no, he didn't. He got himself the Kawasaki Ninja in 1/12 with the detail set as well.
It's a quacker.
And number 9 with the fork and detail set and the TB decals to do the 2021 bikes. He got himself the Suzuki GSX RR20s.
Oh, it did look at that picture for a minute.
Yeah, that was weird. So 8, 9, yeah, and I think that was it from Gary this week. That's a nice.
And he's got that wonderful updated cave.
Yeah, his family did for him. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Nice haul there, Gary. Nice haul, mate. Next up, we have Mr. Digsby James. Just one kit this week. He pre-ordered it when it was first announced, and it's just got here. Airfix's 1/48 Vampire. We'll be building it as Vancouver CAF. He grew up just outside Vancouver in British Columbia and saw this aircraft at air shows as a kid. On a quick personal note, hang on, I'll read this all out actually, and it's
holy smokes
relevant. So please don't interrupt, guys, because it made me choke this one.
Okay, mate, I won't.
On a quick personal note, he hopes to be able to join the Friday show tomorrow. You may recall that his mum was in the ICU with COVID. We were able to travel down, and due to health, my nephew and I were allowed to come in. She passed on the 1st of February at 4 a.m.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, it gets worse. She passed in the next room to where his dad passed just 2 years earlier. His younger brother passed in 2014, and just months before that, he lost his cousin, who was like a young brother, to suicide. I share that to say this group has talked quite often about mental health. You do not know how much that means to him. He battles daily with PTSD and all the things that come with it. He needed that conversation. I've decided, in light of what we are all going through, to return to therapy counselling. Well done, mate. Good move.
Yeah, good move.
I'm not joking when I say this group and Paul, Luke, and the rest of the team helped me to see that it is time. So thank you, ISM Live Show, for caring enough to let it be a topic in a live show. I felt it deserved. You all deserve to know you are making a huge difference, and for thank you, deserve my appreciation and recognition. Be encouraged. If I am not able to join tomorrow, it is due to having to travel for the funeral, which will be a double, as due to COVID, we are not able to have a funeral for my dad. So he's obviously going to commemorate both at the same time. Yours very sincerely, Sean Bixby James.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, mate, but
yeah,
it's a good step forward. Yeah, and keep your chin up, mate. Just keep your chin up.
Definitely.
All you can do, plod on. Unfortunately,
yes.
We're always here if you need to chat, though.
Yeah, just jump in a hangout, mate, anytime you need to if you're listening.
Which I'm going to talk about in a bit. It's going to be even easier from now on.
Yeah. Yes. So thank you for not interrupting, guys. And I did want to say that before, because when I read that, it nearly made me choke, I tell you.
Very, very nice. Just try not to read out the C word.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
All right, don't worry.
But callous.
Next up, we met Andy Callis. Yes. From Ultimate Modeling Products, he purchased another Apex airbrush and trigger upgrade for the stable. You can never have too many Apexes, as well as the UMP decal setting solutions. Snagging a different brand of chrome pens to try as well. Thanks for looking. Have a great weekend, everyone. Nice one, Andy.
Nice, Andy. Have you got them yet, Dan?
No, they're winging away.
Andy's got his.
You have to let us know.
Well, I think that's where mine are coming from.
Yeah, let us know when you get them. And Andy, let us know when you get yours as well, mate.
He's already done a spoon.
Oh, good man.
Right,
we'll get to Andy Callis. Next up, we have Mr. Dino Johns. He got two Aoshima kits, 124th Brian James trailer and 124th 1992 a Range Rover towing vehicle. Very nice indeed.
Bet he's going to stick with the Jag on the back of there.
Yeah, he also got a Hasegawa Jaguar XJS Group A touring car in JPS livery. Very nice.
Love it.
He also got himself a Hasegawa Lancia 37, 1984 European Rally Champion.
I've never seen that one before. That's cool.
Oh, that's really nice.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Holy, touch yourself, Batman.
Yeah.
I've never really been a fan of the 037, but seeing that,
yeah,
that's really nice.
It's a good kit as well. It's a really good kit.
Do you know why? You know why you've not got much recollection of that, Luke? Because you weren't a twinkle in your daddy's pants when that was rallying.
Exactly.
Very true.
We've also got a Hasegawa Lancia 37, this time in the Rothmans scheme, with a detail upset and Studios 27 decal sheet for the Rothman logos. Very nice indeed.
And let me just, it was my favorite season when Walter Rowe won in that Lancia, the World Cup. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
It was when he walked away. Yeah. That were interesting also.
And next up, and Callis, Dino Johns, we've done. We then have Dave Allen, who, yes, finally managed to bag a kit he's been after for a while now, the Fujimi BMW M3 E30.
I'm going to have to say something because I feel it's my duty to.
Yeah.
The box art on that kit is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The kit looks nothing like that. It's a terrible representation of the E30 M3.
Isn't that one with the just completely flat underbody?
It's all the dimensions are off, and the wheels sit inside the arches. It's totally off. If you're ever going to get M3, buy the B-Max and make a track car out of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the dimensions are so far off on that kit. It's crazy. Don't know worries about Fujimi and BMWs. You can't do it.
Could you salvage the interior from that kit?
Probably.
Put it in
probably.
The other one. Yeah,
that'd be good. Such good box art as well. Such a shame.
Looks to have occasion.
That's pretty cool,
to be honest.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
Well, let us know how you get on with it, Dave. And
sure, it'll build up nice.
Next up, we have Aaron Timpson, who got Toyota Colours and 2K from Gravity, pale metal and textured blue paints from Zero, all for the Le Mans build, and he got some diamond files and UMP sanders.
Ooh,
nice little haul there, mate.
An ambitious build coming up there.
Yeah, sounds like
GT1.
it. Yeah, that's a nice kit.
Take it, be for the Le Mans group build.
Yeah, Le Mans / GT group build now.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned that?
No, I was going to mention.
I think we need to, don't we?
Yeah. It's a difficult paint scheme, though. Anyway, moving on. We next have Mr. Paul Bertland, who got himself a Tamiya 135th M18 Hellcat US destroyer.
Once that kit since the day I saw it was getting released. I love the Hellcat. Awesome tank destroyer. Built the Academy one years ago, and can't wait to build this. It might even get built very soon. So,
cool. Very nice.
Very cool.
Very kind. Somebody sent me these. Stuart sent me them. So it's a full Escort YB engine and all the engine bay and everything. And the bottom one, as you can see, is the E30 BMW M3 from Scale Production.
And next.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah, and some new medicine cups, caps, paint things, and pipettes.
Yep, link to Paul's Amazon storefront in the chat shortly.
Yeah, I now have a influencer Amazon storefront, sadly. So that's linked in the product list. It's in all the videos, and in all the I think it's in all the videos now as well. Let me look. It is. I'm an affiliate shop fronts there, so there's loads of stuff on there. You can go and have a look.
I'm sure somebody will post a link in the chat here as well, just for reference.
Maybe.
I'm sure someone will.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, thank you. Jules?
Well, looks good, then. I'll probably review that M18 tomorrow.
That looks nice, actually.
Oh, such a cool piece.
Next up, we have, oh God, there's quite a lot this week, actually. It's quite a surprise. We have Mr. Keith Halford, who Keith went out shopping and found the Triumph in Hobbycraft and the cotton buds in boots. Not sure what the buds are like, but they look good enough for him.
He sent me a picture before. He sent me a picture, looked really good.
Yeah, hopefully it's good. And that Triumph looks good. Italieri, don't know what they're like for bikes in 1/9. Very nice.
Need a bit of work. You need to pull your fitted sheet a bit tighter, Keith, as well. That'll come off in the night. That annoy you. How annoying is that in the middle of the night when your fitted sheet comes off?
I know.
Oh, done.
Crazy, man.
And you're lying on it, you're like, oh, for Christ's sake, 4 o'clock in the morning trying to fit it back under the bed.
Without getting up, obviously.
But yeah, exactly. You can't be asked getting up, you're like jumping around in the bed like a lunatic. Yeah, smacking misses in the face.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We then have
holy masking tape, Batman.
We have Mr. Yuval Singer, who got himself an order from UMP. He got some sanders, tapes, Mr. Surfacer, LP2 white, some 0.2 Apex needle nozzles, quick connect fittings. Thanks. Good night. All from UMPretail.com.
Yeah,
he's gonna open a shop there or what?
Yeah, he's stocked up.
He definitely utilised that postage there, didn't he?
Yep. And he also got himself 2 Tamiya 124th Porsches, 911 turbos from 88. Unfortunately, one box was crushed and the body shell destroyed, but other than that, everything else is okay. And a new body shell is already winging its way to him.
I don't know if he has a chat. It's just why he's got 2.
Different schemes.
I know he's bought one. One's he's building for somebody.
I
hope you get the body shell soon.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I think we're actually at the top of the list. Yeah.
Andy.
Next up, we have Mr. Jamie Rock. Hey, yeah, we're at the top of this. Good. Couldn't resist the Tamiya X-Star GSXRR 112 scale, plus some must-have various LP paints and some 6mm masking tape. He hasn't really purchased much lately, but he thought this was a must-buy after seeing the various box reviews on ISM. Hope you're all doing well.
Again, Jamie, anything you're building, put it to one side and build it.
Yeah.
That McLaren, whoever that was in the background, you don't need to build that. Push it to the side.
No.
Burn
Next
it.
up, we have Mr. Chris Billing, who got himself a Revell Corvette. He's saying, evening all. Been meaning to post this for a while, but keep forgetting. Xmas present from the family, the Revell 125th Corvette C5R CompuWare, which you're building for Le Mans Group build. Very nice. And a little paint delivery arrived this morning. He managed to find a company in the UK selling some GX112 gloss clear coat So got a few jars, some LP47 Pearl Blue for the C5R, Mr. Hobby C100 Wine Red, and MC215 Copper for the current Beetle. I'm assuming that is build. And some Tamiya LP62 Titanium build for future build. Have a good weekend. We'll catch up with the stream over the weekend. Nice one, Chris. So that's the kit. And
cool.
Picture of the paint.
Chris, when you build that, just be careful. Check all the interior fit. I had a nightmare with mine.
Yeah, it's a nice kit though when it's done.
They're a great looking car. They are a really nice looking car.
Yep. And there's Chris's paint haul. Very nice, Chris.
Nice.
Next up, we have Mr. Sean White, who got himself a motorbike. He just got back from working away, and a few bits have turned up this week. He got a good deal on a cry cut, so he bit the bullet and picked one up with a load of accessories. Also picked up a couple of the A1 cutting mats. Paul found on Amazon paints for various projects, and finally the Meng 1/9 BMW HP4 race bike kit and fork set. Very nice indeed.
Are those Cree cuts expensive?
Yeah, about 350 quid.
Holy crap.
I don't know if they've come down, no, but yeah, they're not.
I've seen them recently about 230.
Are they easy to use?
Right. Yeah, super simple to use.
Okay.
Next up, we have Mr. Michael Hazelgrove. This week's little treasures, mainly after watching the influencer this week. I wonder who he's referring to. An Apex airbrush, the 0.2 needle conversion set, Tamiya LP paint, and customizable sand and sheets, all from umpretail.com. Very nice.
Next time we go to TGI's, Alan, I'm going to tell him I'm an influencer. Do we get a discount?
I nearly said it then. I nearly said something.
Don't.
But we'll gloss over that and move along, Simon.
Please. Michael also got a Revell, a Corvette C7R, and the Foo 65 Chevy Impala from eBay. Nice. Very nice. I like both of those. I've got the Chevy myself, I think. In fact, I know.
It's in the levy.
But it was dry.
Also got himself some long-awaited various colours from Gravity Paints. I won't read them all, but he's got a right old haul there from reds, blues to yellows to whites.
Oh, I can see the, I'm going to butcher the name now, the Fiat Oleo colour for the 037 that I built.
Down bottom left there.
Middle.
Yeah.
Because I wonder if that colour's right, because the zero paint was way off.
Yeah, don't know. Looks good though.
On the bottom right side, looks like a bike and a car on it.
It's Repsol blue.
Oh, Repsol blue, okay.
So it's the Repsol Porsche 962, is it? The one I've got, and the Repsol Honda.
Oh, bottom right, yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Nice colours.
I think that was it from Michael. Oh, no, one more, I lie. And he also got some decals for future builds, some Studio 27 Rothmans racing decals for Porsche, along with the actual logos themselves, and a carbon set for an R8 LMS GT3. Very nice.
Oh.
That's the Audi, of course. Next up, we have Mr. Alan Parker. Oh, God, I've just seen what's been put at the bottom.
That's what we were laughing at. Good job nobody else has added anything.
Yeah, I can see what else is there. Don't you worry. Just a few from Alan this week. First up, a bunch of zero paints and some decals and a seatbelt set. Very nice indeed, Al.
Have you got the 05 Subaru, Alan?
Yes.
Nice. When you build that, we'll do a buddy build.
Yeah, the Monte Carlo one, the 05.
Yeah, the 05. It's such a good kit.
He also got himself a Ferrari 430 Scuderia from Fujimi.
Have I got a 430?
And
no, 458.
No, he didn't. It's not going to let it go up.
It will. Click on it. Go on.
It won't, I'm clicking on it. It won't expand. Unfortunately. Anyway, he got himself a flying pussy.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Goodness gracious!
That escalated quickly, didn't it? Isn't there something else on there?
Yeah, there should be loads there.
Yeah, there's another one on the mine. I was mid-troll. Oh, who's he? Oh, there's Sophie in the background walking in.
Another one. I did actually put something in though.
Sorry, Alan, you're right. You see, it's Paul throwing me off.
Well, you should learn to do your job better.
A bit more professional.
He also got himself a Peugeot 206 WRC from Tamiya in 124. Luke looks really happy. And he got himself, and this is lovely kit as well, a Trilux AMG Mercedes DTM 2000.
Oh, that's lovely.
I had all those. I had all of them and sold them.
Yeah, it's a lovely kit, that.
Stupid.
Nice one.
Cheapest chips as well. Cheapest chips.
Very good. Next up, we have Mr. Luke Ward, who bought himself, literally, and his girlfriend in the background. Or Sophie.
That's not Sophie.
Who is it?
Sophie's the daughter.
Huh?
Sophie's the daughter.
Fern.
Fern.
Oh,
That's
that's
Fern.
Fern's daughter.
Sophie.
No, that's Fern, the daughter Sophie, Simon. Luke, who's that in the background?
Sophie.
Thank you.
Moron. You moron.
Oh, sorry.
You absolute. I set him up and you could have sealed the deal on that then. You would have blagged him forever. I look really surprised there. Oh, where's my food? There it is, coming in the background. She scared the shit out of me, didn't she? Do you remember? I just came around the corner and said something. Scared the crap out of me.
That's because you're giving her some sticky, so she's getting her own back.
Oh, I never give any restaurant staff any grief.
And that, folks, is it for this week. That was painful.
There we go. There we go.
Bye.
Right then, Richie, Jim, are you ready?
We're ready.
Right, I'm going to hand you over to Richie. Unfortunately, sorry, Richie, I'm going to put you on full screen with Jim. Where's Jim?
Right.
Spotlight. There we go. There we are. So Jim's going to interview Richie. So get a cup of tea, put your feet up. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat and we'll get to them at the end. And there we go. Over to you, Jim. Good luck, Richie.
Well, thank you, Richie, for joining us. I just I want to say, with you being predominantly an aircraft modeler, and more importantly, a Brit who saw the light and moved west and now resides in the great United States of America, you have finally brought some class and sophistication to the show. So thank you.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for the interview, and back to the studio.
Alan, have you got any questions? We can get rid of Jim.
Oh, shoot. I have to get my jabs in when I can. So first off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Open question. So I guess I grew up in England. I'm English. I was born down in Paynton in Devon and grew up mostly in Leeds in Northern England. Went to school in Harrogate, North Yorkshire, and joined the Air Force, the British Air Force, the RAF, and served between 1999 and 2005 on the frontline fighter squadron. So I was with the F3s for about 4.5 years up at Lucas, and then a year and a half down at Bryce Norton with TriStar, back then the TriStar refuelers. And I forget which squadron, I think it was 216, but I might be totally wrong, I can't remember. But did that, came to Los Angeles, and well, I guess you went to New York, then Los Angeles on vacation with a friend. And the first day I was here on vacation, I met a girl in a bar, as you do. So hung out for the week, did whole backs and forwards for about a year, maybe just a little bit more than a year. And then I left the Air Force and I actually moved out here on a fiance visa. So I came out on a K1 back in 2005, spent 9 years in Los Angeles. The shocking thing about it, that is I didn't see Luke Ward once in Los Angeles in those 9 years.
Oh.
Hang on a second, Richie. You're telling me Luke's been to Los Angeles and San Francisco in there?
San Francisco as well, possibly.
Really? I've never heard him say that. Ever.
So 9 years in Los Angeles, got a work opportunity came up, and I moved from West Coast to East Coast. So I'm bi-coastal and moved to Richmond, Virginia. So been here 8 years now, state capital here in Virginia. And yeah, slowly moving away back to England, I guess, because I started west. Now I'm kind of moving a little bit.
You can stop right where you're at. You're still okay. So what got you into modeling?
So there's really two things. Let me kind of give you the kind of backstory first. So my dad was very much into modeling, and he was big into like RC, like planes and helicopters. And he would like scratch build like P-51s, like huge things, you know, and like amazing talent. that was at the time we were living in the south and down in Devon in Paynton, and he worked for the government. He had like a normal office job, but he was really into modeling. So he helped out a local model store on a Saturday afternoon. And I can't remember if it's in Torquay or if it's in Paynton, but somebody down there might remember there's a model store called Mansell's, which closed like 20 years ago. He worked on Saturday afternoon, and he did all the store displays because he just loved modeling and doing so for fun, basically. So he did all store displays. He helped out answer questions on a Saturday afternoon. So he was very much into kind of RC and modeling. Then he suddenly died of a brain tumor when I was about 5 years old. So that was always kind of in my blood. And then all his tools and stuff got sold off, I think, or went to my brother. And then when I was about 9 years old, I remember going into a toy shop, and they had a full range of like Tamiya stuff, and it was all kind of stacked up. And this was probably like late 80s. So I remember walking in there and picked up, the cheapest thing they had, which is probably like the Tamiya like Kerbal wagon or something, one of those little kind of 35th scale kits. So I started with that, and pretty much Tamiya stuff, because back then it was so cheap, it wasn't like it is now. And I remember I picked up the Tamiya catalog back in like 88 or 90. And I must have read that Tamiya catalog like hundreds, if not thousands of hours. Like I'll just go through and like admire the battleships. And then there was the dioramas with like the pivot boats and like the Vietnam side of things. So I was just fascinated like with the figures. And I always wanted to build the Tamiya catalog. They had that artillery gun, German artillery gun with all his figures. You still get it, I think. And I just always wanted that kit, and I never got it. But so Tamiya catalog, and I started building Tamiya stuff. And then I built a few cars. And I remember I picked up when it first came out the Texaco Sierra. And that back then it was like £7-8. Now you can't buy it. But I remember I put it together and I used like poly cement out of the tube. It was all like oozing down the clear parts. Brush painting with a brush with Tamiya XF paints. It was absolutely terrible, but that's really got me into it. So I did that for a few years. And then really around about 12, 13, I kind of went to secondary school, and it kind of other hobbies that just kind of went away, and that was it. I kind of left the hobby.
Cool. So are you predominantly an aircraft modeler, would you say?
Yeah. So I've always had a passion with aviation, even back to my kind of like childhood. I always wanted to be a pilot, and I always loved aviation. But when I started modeling, I could never do aircraft. They were just too difficult for me. I just couldn't build them, the seams and just getting them look right. I just couldn't master that skill. So I did a lot of armor, because I found for me at the time that was a little bit kind of easier to do, because if you make mistakes, you just throw some mud on it or cover it up, right? It's a lot easier. There's no seams and stuff. So I did a lot of 35th scale armor. And then when I got back into the hobby, I did some airliners, and then I finally kind of took the plunge and started doing aircraft. And obviously the first few were terrible, but over the years I got better and better. So now I pretty much do aircraft. My genre is, I really like, well, the time I served in the Air Force, so like 99 to 2005, because I've been on the flight line in, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and I've been inside all those aircraft. So back then, like all the Tornadoes, the F-14s, the Vigans weren't there, but I'm a big fan of the Vigans, all that Prowler, all that kind of stuff from like Op Resonate South, Op Southern Watch is my kind of specialty. So I love that stuff. But I find I get a little bit kind of, if I do it all the time, my mojo kind of goes a little bit doing aircraft over and over again. So I've started kind of doing a little bit in between. So now I've kind of done a little bit of sci-fi, for a little bit armoring, and just kind of switch it up. Because if I'm always doing aircraft, it just gets a little, especially if they're gray, it just gets boring doing it over and over.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question is, what genres do you build besides aircraft? So there you go.
So one thing I might want to get into is try is Rubicon models do some really awesome, like 56 scale, like easy to put together armor and figures, like wargaming, Rubicon. And they've just released, well, in the process of releasing a whole Vietnam kind of theater. So they're going to do figures, they're going to do boats, Hueys, everything. So they just actually released this week the figure packs. So I might start getting into that a little bit more, looking at some Rubicon model stuff.
Very cool. Let's see. Okay, you already touched on that too. So you within aircraft, you're predominantly a modern jet guy. That's my wheelhouse too. So,
it's yeah. So I love the modern jets. I do 32nd scale, some of the World War II, like the Warbirds and stuff. It doesn't really float my boat so much, but I did just finish the Hurricane, and that was it's kind of refreshing because they're so much more simple. Because when you do modern jets, you get to the end, you've got all the gear to put on, you've got all ordnance and stuff. Whereas those, it's just easy. You know, you just got a couple of aerials and you're done.
Yeah, it's two pieces of fuselage on top of a wing, and you're good to go. Yeah, nothing like that SU-33 you tackled.
The SU-33, yeah, I spoiler that ended up with a hammer and I smashed that thing to pieces.
I've got one right there. I'm like, oh, do I do it?
So I did the background on that. People don't know on my channel. I did the mini base SU-33, and I made a mistake which no YouTuber should do, and that is put a poll up and saying, what do you want me to build? And of course, everybody selected the mini base SU-33. So I was like, oh god. So I did a build series, and I just got so many trolls on that. It was unbelievable. I got everybody out of the woodwork came out and just trolled, and it was just took the fun out of it because I kept getting like people were like trolling about it and out of nowhere. So I built the thing, and the kit, I just didn't like it. It's just way over engineered. It was like 65 parts just for the nose wheel area. It just wasn't my thing. So I built the thing up to the channel. I did a build video, and when I was done, I took pictures. I got it all done, and then I moved it to like a different place in the house, and part of the gear broke. I was like, you know what, that's it. So I got the hammer and I just smashed it to pieces, and it felt great.
Man. Oh,
Fire's the one. Post it on Facebook. People go mental.
Yeah,
they do.
YouTube. Oh, they hate you, Get for burning models. It's brilliant.
So I take it Mini Base is not one of your favorite manufacturers.
The thing was that though, people came out and said it was the best kit ever made, the best 48 scale kit ever done, and they've hyped it up. But the instructions were crap. It was over-engineered, and the fit wasn't great either. Like to put like the wings in forward position, I basically had to get a bead of super glue and just slap it on because it didn't fit right. And it just, I think just the hype on it, it just wasn't, for me, it was just overhyped and over-engineered. So I don't like spending like weeks or months on the same project. I like to get moving along and you know, different project, get painting, get next project on. I don't want to spend like a whole like year like on a battleship doing that kind of stuff. But like I told people at the time, if you like building battleships, like with all the photo etch and stuff, you probably love that kit because you could go to town and spend weeks on it.
Well, since Mini Base is not one of your favorites, what would be your favorite kit manufacturer?
So it's from right what we talked about right from my childhood. It's Tamiya. I mean, it's their stuff is. I mean, the F-14 is my favorite kit. It's I just have that brand is just resonates to my childhood. I just a little bit kind of disappointed in them. I mean, I don't know if that's the right word, but they still make nice kits. But when you think back to the 80s and 90s, they were so prevalent. They brought up so many great subjects, so many kits. Now, like this week, you see the release, it's like one P-38. That's the only aircraft. It's like they've kind of last 10 years, they kind of stalled and not really producing much. They just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. It's like it's slowed down, but still the stuff that they do is, you know, the G6, the 109 G6, you know, you've got the Heim, the P-38s now. So it's just like instead of having a whole bunch of stuff, they might have one little gem a year or maybe two. So yeah, I hear about that.
I'm from Tamiya. I've built a lot of Hobby Boss trumpeter stuff. I mean, I really like that stuff, especially the Trumpy 32nd scale stuff. I mean, like right here, you got the Growler I built. They're great kits. They're great price. I'm not a rivet counter, so I don't care if like it's missing a tenor or whatever. And they just go together. And it's just some basic modeling. Like the Harrier was a handful. This one's no problem. You just got to like a little bit of filling and here and there. But for the price, I think you get really kind of spectacular, kind of really big subject. So I'm a big fan of Trumpy 32nd as well.
Cool. Yeah, I've got a couple here to do in my ever-growing to-do file. So next question. What would be your, let me say, dream kit or subject that's not kitted right now if money were no object? So I'll use my example. If somebody were to produce a 1/144 scale Nimitz with the whole air wing, that would be like my holy grail. What would yours be, subject wise, that you wish somebody would do?
That's a tough question because like so much has come out in the past few years. I think we're spoiled. You pretty much got anything you want, you can almost get. I mean, so especially in terms of the aviation kind of field. What I would say, one of my kind of wish lists, which would never happen, but if Tamiya released a 48 scale Tornado GR 104, I mean, that would be my dream, but that's never going to happen because it's not a Japanese market, right? So, but in terms of something out there I'm really desperate to get, which isn't available, I don't think there is anything. I think it's everything I want, I can pretty much get, you know, in my genre, in my field.
Okay, so that kills my next question, which was, what would be your holy grail kit if money were no object that is produced?
Yeah, that would probably be what I just mentioned, the 48 scale Tornado. I'm trying to think maybe what else around the era, like the Buccaneers coming out with Airfix 48 scale. They probably could do another Jag, like a Jaguar GR1, maybe, because Kitty Hawk, maybe.
So no $700 or $800 model factory hero kits that you just have to have that you can't quite afford.
No, I don't touch the cars and stuff.
You haven't lost your mind like I did. Good on you. Do you have a favorite paint line, airbrush, or tool? That's the obligatory standard stock question.
Yeah, so paint, I've actually changed recently my method. I saw some YouTube videos, and now I'm just really into Rust-Oleum. So I just spray it on, really hose it on really heavy, and it's just good to go.
Oh,
oh wow.
Richie, that's the point. Where's your Mick Ammo t-shirt you said you bought?
That's coming from the tool section.
I got you.
No, so no, joking apart. No, I'm really into lacquer paints. Which I learned a few years back. I got into the MRP, and then I found MRP were great in the grays and certain colors, but greens and some of the other colors, they're very thin and they're pre-thinned. So I switched to Hitaka lacquer, the orange line. And I absolutely love these paints because they're basically MRP, but they're not thinned and they're half the price. So you're getting more value and you're getting the same control and the same, you can thin it because I like a thicker paint. So I'm being an aircraft model maker, pretty much any aircraft color I need is available in Hitaka. So I'll go with that, or the standard colors, Tamiya XF or LPs, that kind of stuff. Now, in terms of tools, I took a few out. Everybody says airbrush, so I'll give something a little different. And one thing I could never get without is this guy. I remember when I was a kid, so many Tamiya jars would seal up and I wouldn't be able to open them. They just got thrown in the bin. So this thing saves my life so many times.
You get channel locks on the bottle, you get channel locks on the top, and you crank, and then glass breaks, and you've got a mess.
Just be careful if you're looking on eBay, because there's things on there that look very similar to that. If Dan remembers, if he's still here, very unscrupulous things.
Yeah, I remember them.
Very similar to that, where you insert something in the bottom and something in the top, and they're made of rubber.
Oh shit!
Anyway, it's very dodgy, and Dan tried one night and said it chafed a lot.
On a loop.
Also, I'm big. I don't do Games Workshop. I recently picked up the scribing, like mold line remover thingy, and it's really good. It works great in aircraft. So this is another one I really like. Tweezers. I'm not a display guy, but these display narrow point ones are really good, and these are like $10, $12 of AliExpress. Display ones. And then the last one tool I picked out, which is something I recently got, which just out of nowhere, is the display again, but it's called, I think it's called an STL. So it's not cutters, but it's like tweezers. So if you've got like grab handles or anything small, you can pick it up with this thing, and it works absolutely fantastic. It doesn't ping off across the room. So these guys, again, like $14 on AliExpress, STL, ST-L, and they're like, I don't know, they're like, you have to move stuff around parts, but they work really good. So that's another one as well.
Interesting. Cool. So there's not as much chance of the blades overlapping and twisting off and launching your part into the fourth dimension.
Oh, it's really weird. Like the small, they just kind of like sprung to perfect tension, and you just grab it and it just holds it. You can move it into place, glue it where it's photo etch, or it's like a tiny grab handle. It just holds it in place. And it's one of those things where I got, I'll try it. It'll be crap, but it actually works.
It's not an actual cutter. It's tweezers.
Right.
Tweezers.
Yeah. It looks like it's like camouflage, just cutters.
It's cool.
Interesting. Oh. Okay. So now you've gotten back into the hobby recently. About how long ago?
So it's been a couple of attempts. So mid-20s, I got back into it. Did a couple of airliners like Revell, A320, A321. I still have them. They turned out pretty good. I think I got a cheap Chinese airbrush, set up and stuff, and they weren't too bad. I tried it for a little bit, and then for a few months, and then it kind of went way dumb. And then I came back in again about mid-30s. So that would be about 7 years ago. I probably got back into it again. So I got back into it in my mid-30s, and that's when I really kind of went hardcore, like watching like a lot of YouTube videos. And really, because I'm a bit perfectionist, I really wanted to kind of, I love aircraft, I mentioned. I really wanted to kind of build an aircraft to a good standard. And I was that's my goal. I really wanted to do it. So I just really studied out and watched like hours and hours of YouTube like videos, which aren't always that great, but some were really good, like tutorials. like I know bearded Luke's going to do some great tutorials as well coming up. So watching those tutorial videos and just really kind of picking up the skills like how to airbrush and that kind of stuff. And so I got back into that 8 years ago, and then the first 2 or 3 years were just really figuring out how to do stuff, how to paint, how to airbrush. It just takes time with anything in life, right? It just takes a lot of practice, and it took 25, 30, 40 kits first 3 years till I got to a level where I felt like it was kind of acceptable. So I got to that level, and then from there, I think really the past 3 years was where I kind of stepped up a little bit more, where it comes to lacquer paints, and I could really kind of get using neat oils, weathering, different techniques. I got to a standard where I felt I was kind of comfortable kind of sharing my work on YouTube. So then that's when I started my YouTube channel about 3 years ago. And from then it's just kind of the first couple of years are pretty quiet. And the past year it's kind of really took off, to be honest with you.
So in the gap time when you came back to the hobby, say for this last time, what were the biggest changes that you saw from when you used to do it to your last foray into it?
I think it's probably social media was probably bigger from before, more accessible, and then just paints for sure, because I kind of still can't really spray like acrylic paints. I still have struggles, getting starting and like build up on needle and that kind of stuff. And even now, if I don't have the paint and I try acrylic one, it turns out sometimes like looking like crap. Where if I use a lacquer paints, it'll just go down beautifully. And it's just learning like low air pressure, misting it on. Well, for the aircraft side of things, we just mist it on, build up the layers and stuff. And I think lacquer paints, and there's just so many different paint ranges out there now. It's like every year there's a different brand coming out.
Mm-hmm. And finally, where do you see the hobby going?
I don't know. That's an interesting question, because when I go to my local like hobby world or whatever and look around, it's getting more and more Gundam. And like my joke is when I take my daughter in there, I'd say, hey, this is like, look at all these Transformers, that's a joke. But I think it's going, I think the older, like the 40s, 50s, 60s are keeping with the aircraft and the armor and stuff. I think the younger people may be going for more like figure painting, Games Workshop, Gundam, that kind of stuff. I think definitely 3D printing is going to be a big thing. Every year, seeing more and more STL files, people printing stuff at home. So it's a tough question. I don't know. My only concern is, though, I think it's going with that age. As that age group gets older and older, I don't see a lot of people coming in like in their 20s building aircraft right now. It seems mostly kind of older people.
Yeah. Well, I've been told I'm one of the younger guys, but I feel like I'm probably in the middle towards the older side of things. And so now I see all the young kids coming in like Paul and you, and you're bringing in all this CAD and 3D drawing stuff, and guys in their late 30s, early 40s, and you're just like, I don't know. I've heard that video game argument for 20, 25 years now, and we're bigger and better than ever. So maybe it's going to hang around a little bit longer than, and that's a good thing. So thank you for keeping the hobby fresh.
My only concern is sort of pricing. Like, I know it's anything in life right now. Inflation's crazy, but I mean, any new 48 scale kit right now is basically, for a good one's $100, right? It's Great Wall Hobbies or the new F-22 from I Love Kit. You look at $100, and it's kind of a high price. So I mean, those people getting in,
I agree. Yeah, that's that's a kind of a big pill to swallow. But I remember the Hasegawa Hornets when they first came out in the early 90s, around 92, 93, they were $75. So you go figure, we're pushing 30 years later, and the kits are same kits, what, $25 more, maybe? Who knows, $92 to $21, but yeah, and then that's part of the argument too. Oh, kids aren't going to get into the hobby, it's too expensive. Now they'll go get their little Transformer kits, and then they'll get into the Gundams, and yeah, I'm joking too with the Transformer comment, but yeah, that's their gateway into it, and whoever's building whatever you're building, great on you, so.
I mean, even like I see a lot of kids in Hobby Lobby, and I mean, you can pick up 40% off on those sales. You pick up a nice car, AMT car kit for $14, right? So I mean, and they still have all the paints and stuff there as well. So I think it's definitely still people buying stuff, but it's still I think it's a great hobby. I mean, I love this hobby.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gentlemen, that's all I have from over here on this side of the pond. As Roland says, back to you guys in the main world headquarters of International Scale Modeler.
I got a question. So, Richie, do you class yourself as an influencer?
No, not at all. I'm a content creator.
Hey, technically, you are an influencer. I was looking around yesterday, seen the definition. I was like, oh no. And
if people want to give me their products and or for free or whatever, I'll gladly take them. But that doesn't shit. Unfortunately, when I have 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, that doesn't really happen very much.
Doesn't happen to me very much, to be honest, either. So I won't worry about it.
But I had one guy reach out to me, and it's a story from about 6 months ago. He reached out to me and says, "Hey, if I send you my product, will you do a video for it? I'll send it to you free of charge." I was like, "Okay, well, what's the product?" And he sends me a picture. It's like a cleaning spray or something, like a window cleaning spray. I was like, "Dude, I have a modeling channel. I don't think I did that product."
Yeah, that's random. Brilliant. Stick with content creator. Much better. It sounds much better. Much better. Anybody else got a question?
Oh, I want to say, to add on to what Paul said in the beginning, definitely like and subscribe to his YouTube channel, especially if you're an airplane nut like I am and Al is.
Yeah.
Well, don't all speak up too much in here, will you?
I just want to know how many grays Richie has.
How many grays?
Yeah.
I
want to see if you can trump our stash of grays.
Probably 50. If you think about Tamiya, Attacker, MRP, I probably have a good 50 shades of grey.
Hey.
No pun intended.
There was a question in the chat. Where's it gone? Hugh's in there saying, and don't feel obligated. This is an ongoing joke in the Hangout. He's saying, what's your favourite brand of sanders, Richie? It's an ongoing joke, so don't worry too much about the answer.
So, actually, I got some new sander from this little known company, which is a little family business. It's a really innovative product. And
Mig Ammo.
Yeah, it's a little company Spain called Mig Ammo, so I love their product. So I got
Gary's got some as well. That's where the jokes come from.
No, I'm not gonna say it's because I'm on ISM or anything, but I did pick up. I'll just say this: I picked up some of these infinity standards because people like all over YouTube, people seem to be using these on building.
Yeah, I've seen that everywhere. Yeah.
So I bought these. I thought, let's try them out, and I just don't like them. They're just way too big, like for what you need. It like takes.
They are a big sander, aren't they? Yeah.
They're like mass. So yeah, I'm not very happy with these ones. So I don't use those. So just some people love them, but for me, it was just too big. Like you can't control it very well.
Cheap Korean tat, just like the Mig Ammo ones, apparently. Well, Gary in the chat broke my heart the other day. He's there flashing his Mig Ammo, the actual rip-off copy ones of ours in the chat. I don't think I can ever forgive him. So
probably not. No.
There is another question because I've seen it. I think somebody asked you, were you ever in the QRA or do a QRA?
Quick reaction.
Yeah.
No, I was on 40. Most of the time I was on 43 Squadron, which was they did do QRA, but I was I worked in logistics. I was a squadron storeman, so I was on 43 Squadron. So wherever they got deployed, I went with them. So I was in Treble 1 Squadron as well. So that was Southern Watch. So whenever they got deployed to Kuwait or Saudi Arabia or Cyprus, wherever it may be, I went with them with the spares, and then techs would come to us and say, "Hey, I need an O-ring or I need a wing or an engine, whatever," and we'd source that for them. So I did that Squadron stores, and then, like I said, last year and a half down at Bryce, I did the TriStars, which are old British Airways beasts.
Somebody else said, I think Jim had already covered this. What drives the modeling passion?
For me, it's the completion, I think, of seeing it when the it's done. It's that satisfaction, right? You take something in the box full of parts, and a lot of hobbies you don't really get that. Whereas modeling, it's just seeing, and when it comes together and you build something really cool you like, just the end product it's a very
satisfying hobby. Yeah, a very satisfying hobby.
And for me, it's like once the picture's taken and I've got it on YouTube or my social media, whatever, I'm done. I don't have any real attachments to my stuff. So there's a few things I have which I've kept and I really probably keep for a while, but a lot of stuff I just don't keep because I don't have a lot of space. And it got to a stage where I don't want a whole house full of like planes with swastikas and stuff on and stuff, whatever. I'm not going to display a lot of this stuff in my house. So why am I going to keep hold of it? So I found that I could get a pretty good price on eBay. So a lot of stuff I would just sell on eBay and it would just go back in the hobby and pay for more and more.
Exactly. That's a good way of doing it. Yeah.
So that's exactly why. And then like some stuff you build, even old stuff, you think nobody's going to buy this, and you throw it on eBay with a best offer, and somebody just buys it, and they send back say, "Hey, I love it, great work," because they're used to buying like die cast or like very simple kind of like bought models. And then when you built yourself with weathering and stuff, it's just a whole nother level. So nobody should throw stuff away. You should always at least throw on eBay because you get some pretty good money for stuff at times.
I think that's all the questions we've got there.
Yeah. I've got a question.
Go on then. I don't know where there he is.
So, do you have a favorite part or stage of your build, say like cockpits? And do you have a part or stage of your builds that you really don't like? And if so, how do you push through those?
Yeah, so I'll start with the bad ones. And the way I get through those is I do them to start with. So things like ordnance on aircraft and like that kind of stuff, I'll do first. Because I don't like doing the missiles at the very end because the aircraft's built and you want to move on to the next subject. I mean, if you have to stop for a week and paint a bunch of like AMRAAMs and stuff, it gets boring. So things I don't like is gear doors. I hate doing gear doors and jets at the end. I don't know, just find it tedious. And some of them have like 10 or 12 different doors on there. It's painting them all up and stuff. I don't like gear doors. I don't like masking canopies. I always get a canopy mask. Because for me, it scares me. Like, I don't think I could like put masking tape over a canopy and cut with a knife. I'll be worried the knife would go through the plastic or scratch it.
Oh, yeah.
It's really easy to do, though. It is easy to do.
And then PE, I just hate PE with a passion. I mean, I just hate it. I hate PE. They're the things I hate.
It could be good and bad. It could be equally as bad.
So your favorite part of a build?
So I love painting. There's nothing more satisfying in modeling than peeling off masking tape and have a perfectly painted like line or mask, like camo or like line. I love. To be honest, I like the beginning and end. There's nothing more enjoyable than getting a brand new kit, opening it up for the first time, and then going through the instructions and stuff, and about to start the anticipation. So the start, and then at the very end, when you finished, clear it away, and then clean your bench down, ready for the next project. So that's kind of my favorite kind of parts.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Rob's saying, what's the best build you feel you've ever done?
I think that there's two, I think. So one I've recently done, and that's a 32nd scale trumpeter AV-8B Harrier. And that turned out really good, but I have the satisfaction on that because that was a bit of a pig to put together. A ton of filler and sounding. And I think just doing all that work and then seeing the end result, it turned out pretty cool. So I was kind of happy with that one. And the other one,
reputation.
And the other one I did was actually one build of the week years ago on this channel was I did a Revell 72nd scale Tornado GR1 and I upgraded to a GR4. I loaded for every resin you could think of. Did a diorama base with like a power unit and figures and stuff. And I still have that one. I love that set. And a lot of people don't realize you might know me from the channel as Captain Bigelow. That was my forum name back like years ago. So I'm the same guy as Captain Bigelow.
Oh my God. I forgot that was you. Oh my God. You're the one that spotted Dan's message. Oh my, I forgot that was Richie. Of course it is.
How many years ago was that? I know.
Oh my God. I don't know, but that you messaged me that, and I saw you left a comment on the video, and I read it, and I just thought, I thought nothing of it at all. I was like, and it was 2 weeks later, I was going through the comments. I think I was in here on my own, waiting for people to join. I was bored, and I thought, what is he on about? So I clicked on the time, and I read it, and I was like, holy shit. When I read it all, I messaged him, look at this. And I can't say on there where it was, but oh my God. It was a very private message from Dan's wife to Dan about things that we're going to do to each other after this show.
Involving batteries.
Oh, but yeah, but it flashed. It was Dan screen sharing his section, and the Facebook message popped up, and it was there for what? About a second, Richie.
Yeah, it weren't long. But
you could pause it and read it clear as a bell. And I was like, I literally said, like, holy shit. When I read it, I was like, that's been there for 2 weeks. So I forgot that was you, Richie. Of course it's you.
So it's been a while. So then obviously most of us we merged down to Facebook. So with Facebook, that name disappeared. So now it's under my real name. So that's why that name disappeared.
I knew that was you as well, and I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, that was one of the funniest things. We had some fun with that screenshot for quite some time.
Oh my God, yeah.
I just wish we could have read the comment up above that.
No.
Brilliant. Right, Cully's saying, what's the most expensive model you've ever built?
Oh, Come on, flex them arms. Let's have a listen.
So this one behind me was pretty expensive. You can see it was the Jeddah from Star Wars, the Star Destroyer above it.
Oh wow, yeah, that's cool.
But the most expensive, I have the 32nd scale Vigan from Jetman.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was about 220. I've got the Battleship Yamato and all the lighting kit, so that's probably about 200 with the lighting kit. And then after that, probably the 32nd scale, I've got stashed the Academy Sufa, the Israeli F-16. But I've got with that, I've got all the Wolfpack stuff. So I've got all the cockpit and all the gear bays. And
I started building that, and that Wolfpack cockpit just slots in there, phenomenal. As does the landing gear. I'll tell you one thing: you're gonna have fun with that intake. That's a pig to fill. Really is.
Did you notice that it started it?
Yes. Because you lot never don't finish kits.
I've never put.
I'll be honest with the lorry. Yeah, some of the kits you finished, I wouldn't have bothered finishing. We all start getting lippy. Yeah. So yeah, that Vigan's a cool kit. That's right. They can't get that now, can you? They stopped making it.
They did like 500, and then you have to be on a pre-order. I got the 500, and then they did, as most people did, they released another 500, and that sold out. Wow. But then I said to the guy, I said, "Hey, I got a YouTube channel. I mean, I'm going to do a video." I didn't say. He said, "Oh, cool." So he said, "If you put the video up, I'll put it on my Facebook page." So I put the video up, and I got thousands of views. And he said to me, like, "Hey, good job. If you ever want anything in the future, just hit me up. I can't give it for free, but we'll give you a good discount." So I said,
"That's good." See, influencer. Told you.
Influencer.
There's no way around it, mate. There's no way around it. No way around it.
But that Jetmads, that's a bit of a beast. I mean, it's 3D printed resin. I mean, I don't know if I've ever touched that. That scares me. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. No. It's a doddle. 3D printed.
What can go wrong with 3D printed resin?
Not a thing, mate. Not a thing.
Not a thing. Right. There's no more questions in the chat. Has anybody got any in here? Anyone? Last chance?
No.
No?
No.
Al, you don't have a question?
Yeah, well, apart from favourite aircraft, which he tends to lean towards the F3.
No, I kind of like the GR better. It's just I work with the F3, but I find the F3 is a little pointy. I kind of like the more stubby look of the GR, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the GR4, yeah.
Or the GR1. The wraparound, yeah.
I think Richie should build that Dusty reviewed a few years back. That AMT Dust. I've just bought that kit. that.
I actually did build that. I mean, but it's in the Shelford Doom. So I painted it I painted it like some kind of like Model Master purple. It came with a spray can. It turned out really good. And then I tried bare metal foil for the windows for the first time. That just went terribly wrong. So and then I got it off. I scratched all the paintwork up. So
I did that with my Super B live on a Friday show about 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
I'll be painting it from now on. You should bring that back as a Shelford Doom Resurrection build. I'd like to see you build a car. It'd be interesting.
It's a cool car, though, right? Look.
It is. Yeah, it is.
I don't believe in Shelford Dooms these days.
No, you just throw them in the bin. Right. So thank you, Richie. Thank you very much, mate. And thank you, Jim, as well. And if you're not subbed to Richie's channel, Mike's just put the link in the chat again. Please go over and sub. Very good YouTuber, very natural behind the camera, and a great builder as well. And Richie's, I might still have the link attached to my, give us a sec. No, that's my Baller Amazon store. But if you go back up in the chat, there's a link to Richie's Facebook page as well. So go over there, show some support. And yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Richie, for joining us. Feel free to stick around as long as you want. And thank you, Jim, for a very good interview. Fantastic work. Right, now I've got to figure out how to get the spotlight off you both. I can't see how we do it. Let me get to the... there's a thing there. Remove all spotlights. There we go. Well done. Well done. Right, so yeah, good interview. Well done. Oh, Shane's there now. Oh, he's taking it away. Oh. Well, ask that. You want more question, Richie? You got one more. So he asked, what was the one kit or genre you wouldn't build? I think it was.
So probably 3 things. So battleships, because of the photo etch. I mean, I just couldn't handle that. I mean,
yeah.
So ships for one, I wouldn't dabble with. second one would be really cars, because I just can't get the shiny glossy finish. And for me, it's like if I want to display a really cool car, I must as well just, rather than spend the money, I must as well just buy like a die-cast 24 scale and put it on the shelf.
You could do it, Richie. An influence. I mean, I'm not aware of your caliber.
And then the third one would be like bigger painting, like busts. I mean, I would love to do it, but for me, that kind of crosses the line from model making to art. And I don't quite have the artistic.
Only weirdos paint busts and figures and that. So, ships are a favorite with boomers and that. So, just stick to building cars. No,
old people like ships.
Yeah, I agree with. For everyone in the chat, just a quick thing. Dan's going to see his arse with me now. Is it just me, or with his new haircut, does Dan look like a very young Biff Tanner? Is it Tannen? Biff Tanner? Tannen. Biff Tannen off Back to the Future. It doesn't he? He really does, like a very a very young Biff Tannen off Back to the Future. McFly! Hello!
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
No.
Sort of.
Shane said he's sorry he was mid poop. And Justin's got a point. If I can do shiny cars, so can anyone. Not me. It's not about him. So I reckon you'd enjoy it, Richie.
I've painted a shiny one. It's still a piece of crap, but it's still shiny. It's not rocket science. It isn't rocket science.
And what is weird is Benedito De Vizzo's in the chat, and I literally said before, Ben, I've not seen you for a while.
That's really thinking that earlier as well.
Yeah. No, you weren't. Don't lie.
He's been growing he's been growing his mustache out.
You off, are you, mate? Are you off? You going, Dan?
No.
Oh, you said your mustache. There's loads of chat going up there. A lot of people talking to Digsby about things, so that's good. Always good to see. Hobby Barn Terry's there. If I miss your name out, I do apologise. I'm going for the chat very quick. Mike Hasselgrove's there, even everyone a bit late after being fed and watered. Johnny, I don't know what's going on there. Gary's got everything up Jim's backside by the look of it, as usual.
Oh my! He needs to watch the hairs; they'll choke.
Great interview. It was very good. Stuart RS is there. Hello, Stuart. All the engines arrived, mate. Thank you very much. Daryl Master saying better than Wogan. He probably doesn't know what Wogan is.
I don't know what Wogan is.
It was a female dance act in the 70s. Sly Reynolds was there. It was a TV presenter and radio DJ, Terry Wogan.
Yeah. And it'll probably come out in washed that. Yeah, moving on.
Yeah, he's going to be approached by Operation Nutri at some point.
Moving swiftly on.
Ty Reynolds saying good evening all. We read that. Jamie Garvin's there. Hey, Jamie, you okay, mate? Cully's giving us a sick face about Dan's message. Ali Ross is there saying evening, everyone. Hey, Ali.
Hi.
Richie Lamb saying top interview. Jason saying enjoyed that. Thank you. It was a good interview. Well done.
Yeah.
Ben there saying evening all. Long time no see. Great interview, Jim. Been busy racing RC cars since Telford. Must get a kit done at some point in the near future. Do what makes you happy, mate. That's all you can do. Yep. Gary Constable saying great interview. Really interesting guys. Good. Yeah, sorry, Dan and Biff. He does, doesn't he? A bit like he looks like a cross between Lee Evans and Valentino Rossi.
What do you know? Uncannily, I've got a few mates that when I have long hair and I wear my cap and my hair curls out, they all say I look like Valentino Rossi.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I can't see myself. I can't see the bit.
Hey, look in the mirror.
Well, when I look in the mirror, I just see an old fat thing. That's what I see these days.
Well, you got a picture of me behind you.
Well, I brushed my teeth earlier on, and when I lifted my head up, my face was still looking down. It was, yeah, it's got to that stage now in life where everything.
Ben's saying he's got a full beard now. That moustache won't reappear. That moustache is epic. We dragged poor Ben to that restaurant at Telford, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Ben. George Taylor's there saying, hey, dudes. Carl Roberts is there as well. And David Toops is there saying, hi, guys, as well. And we've got a spammer. That's all mine. Oh, and then he kicked Jift out then. There we go. Has he gone? We sure got the right person. Still there for me. Oh, there we go. He's gone. While I'm here as well, because there's probably people watching tonight that haven't watched my videos and that, I started to GoFundMe the other day to get a new camera, and you're all mental, and it's nearly double what I needed. So thank you all that's donated. You're all amazing. So I make a lot of improvements to the build area, the filming and stuff. So I thank you all. I will make a video thanking everybody, but you're all absolutely amazing. So there we are. That's that as well. Right then, enough of that soppy shit. Well, do your section, Andy?
Absolutely.
Andy's going to do a demo on teeth. Yeah, it's about brushing your teeth. So stand by, everyone.
It's very quick. Brush them at least 3 times a day.
3?
Yeah. Morning.
It's easy for Andy. He just takes them out the glass.
Time after you eat, there's nothing worse than smiling. You got big salad pieces in between your teeth.
Yeah, spider legs.
Just saving that for later.
Yeah. Hey, and then before you go to bed, and then you're all good. Then your work will not cross my desk. And
mine won't anyway, Andy. No. Not unless they're gonna post them out to you, mate.
Well, they might do.
It's hard to build appliances for 3 teeth.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have.
Alan, do you want to do Dan's bit?
Yes.
So we're gonna have fun doing your section, Dan, because it's gonna lag out.
Oh, yeah. Probably.
It'll be fine. Right then, so questions for the crew. So first up tonight is from Justin Hart. It says, for the first couple of years, when I started building before I started using 2K, all my builds were cleared with Tamiya TS13. I live in North Texas. It's always dusty here. Over time, the dust has settled on them and they feel really rough and won't come clean, and I've lost the shine. I don't think I can sand and polish again without going through the clear. Is there any way to clean old dusty models cleared in TS13?
Fire. It'll take the dust off, won't it?
Yeah. And everything else.
It does, for sure.
Claw hammer, that'll do the job.
If it's TS13, that's a lack of base, isn't it?
Yeah. If it's ingrained, then the only way to get it out would be sand and polish, I think. Yeah, probably.
I've heard popping it under the rear tire of a car and doing a burnout on it works wonders.
That might do it as well. That might well do it. Any other suggestions? Jim? Andy?
Warm soapy water?
Could try that. Just try and clean it and just see if it'll come off.
Why not a mild polishing compound? Give that a try.
Give it a go. I'd clean it first and then maybe try a very mild compound and see if it'll come off.
I mean, inevitably some bits are going to fall off because, old kits, the glue goes brittle and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As well. So you got to be prepared to stick a few things back on after as well, I think.
I mean, if you want to do it proper, then if you could find the markings for whatever subject it is, then strip it and go again and use something hardier than.
Yeah, it's just a carb. Novus would be good. Yeah, Novus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very mild.
We're all done with that one?
Yeah.
The next up is one from Graham French. It says, hi crew. Decal casts have advised not to use setting solutions and hair dryers with their decals. Use only water. Has anyone used solutions and had no reactions or bad reactions? And what is the best filler material to use for resin body shells?
Yeah, I've used it. No problem. No problem at all. I can't remember. I've used decal casts on now. I used them not long ago on something.
Let's say there's exactly the same water slide decals as everything else, aren't they?
Just a water slide decal, yeah. So I don't know. And filling on resin, it's got to be super good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
So the problem with resin, it's quite soft, isn't it? And super glue goes quite hard. So it's, if you're sanding around it, the resin tends to sand quicker than the super glue.
Yeah, you got to be careful, haven't you?
What about filling with resin itself, Dan? Is that doable? Yeah.
If it's printed resin, just use
Oh boy.
Covered in piss.
Well, while Dan's spitting and sputtering, what you can do with the super glue on resin, you can fill your major gaps with that, blend it a little bit, knock it down while it's still fairly fresh, then come in maybe with a putty, a finer putty, grade putty like a Tamiya white putty or something over it, and then blend that in for your final covering that's going to be on the surface that you're going to paint over.
Okay. Any other suggestions, or we good?
And I'm wondering about decal casts. I wonder if somebody wrote to them complaining about how they performed, if they got too hot and heavy with the setting solutions. So now as a caveat, they come in and say, don't use anything. So it saves them from having to replace people's decals by not treating them right. I don't know.
I've used them no problem at all. I can't remember what scheme it was. It'd be something I built in the last year, at least last 6 months. Definitely use them on something.
Yeah, I mean, common sense says you should be able to use whatever, but somebody gets heavy-handed with something and ruins them, and then they start complaining back to the manufacturer, and so then does the manufacturer just say, don't use anything to try to minimize their loss?
Possibly.
Okay.
You're right.
And the final question tonight is from Paul Christopher, and he says, do the crew use any software to keep an inventory of their paints, asking for a friend who just really realized they bought the same color they already had?
Well, I can recommend PaintRack. I use that. It works like a bomb. And so when I go in a model shop and I need to buy paints, I just look up there what I need and buy it, and just make sure my inventory is more or less up to date. It's on the phone. It's called PaintRack.
The scale mates, can you do paint? There's a paint section on scale mates, isn't there, as well?
I would have thought so, yeah.
Yeah, it has. It's just not as easy to work on the phone than this app.
Yeah.
So the easiest way is just buy all the range of paints. You know you got them. And you've got them all then, and then any other smaller ranges, you just got a few.
Yeah. Or if you're a baller, just buy 2 sets.
There you go.
Yeah. I may have done that.
How much?
Yeah, so but for my majority of normal paints, you just replace as they run out, that I tend to. But yeah, there's probably I've got duplicate colours that I bought from Gravity and the like that I forgot that I did have 1 or 2 myself. But anyway, that's all the questions for tonight.
Cool.
Well done, mate.
I was going to say that Model Colors has a nice app. So for paint inventory, and that's an app. At least it's available for Apple.
Yeah.
The nice thing with PaintRack, you also can scan it in. That you can just scan the barcodes.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? You can scan it in. Yeah. So people are saying UV glue like Bondic. It does fill to a degree. I wouldn't say it would fill perfectly, but I use it as a filler, haven't you? Because I have as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was proper hard though, would you?
It's not as hard as CA glue.
No. Bondo, yeah, Bondo. JB Weld, yeah. Any 2-part putty. Isopon, yeah. Car body filler, yeah. Any of those, they do shrink some of them, so you have to be wary of that. Steve's there saying good evening all. Steve, Master Toy Maker's in there as well. So 2 Steves, just to confuse everybody. Justin saying he's polished them out before, and I'm okay, clear. It is really thin. Yeah. Dan looks like John McGuinness. Who's John McGuinness? I know that name.
Bike racer.
Do you?
He rides for Honda.
Oh, okay.
In the TT. He does road racing, essentially.
Gary said he used UMP polish this one is. It looks like her island now. Particularly means his teeth. Somebody asked about the plane behind you, Andy, and do you fly RC planes?
Yes, I do, and that is the Art Shoal Super Chipmunk, and it hasn't flown. This particular one has not flown yet. It's not completed, but yeah. I don't have, unfortunately, I do not have an RC field that is close to where I live at the moment. The closest one is about 45 minutes away, so that's kind of curtailed my larger scale stuff. I do play around with some small electric RC planes that I can, take out in the field and fly and have some fun with. But yeah, that's another aspect of the hobby for me.
Very good. It's a cool looking plane. It's very cool. Daryl saying, on paints, do you buy the paint you need for a kit and that's how you build your selection? I do with the car paints. I tend to just buy, if I order like a 2K, and I'm just chuck a couple of colours I think I'll use in the near future. Some are bought off other people, like in a job lot. The TSs, I've just grabbed all the colours I like. The same with the Mr. Colours. Them LPs, I've got all of them. The AK Extremes, all of them. All the Mr. Super Metallics, the buffer balls. And just a handful of brush paints I use on different things. So yeah, yes and no. Buy a full set if I know I like them. Or just a few as and when. Probably the same for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah. Much the same as you, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. Daryl's saying just use what you got. Sometimes, yeah, if I've got a colour that's close, I'm quite happy to go with that. Tamiya TS paints are awesome. There's loads of good colours in that range. But I do love the Gravity. And Zero have been good. The Zero paints I've used lately have been fantastic. The Suzuki was absolutely amazing. They're really good. And get Harry saying my paint selections turn out to be a bit of a grey area. A bit like owls. Right then, Dan, do you want to give your section a whirl?
Yeah, we'll get yeah, 1 minute.
Alan?
Yeah.
Fancy getting the backup on the go just in case. Grumpy Bo's in the chat saying, hey Richie, what's going to be your next video build?
Oh, actually, so I do a video build every Friday, and it started this guy, which is the Star Wars Streamliner.
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to hand you over to Dan, and he's going to have a look through all the stuff you finished this week. Hopefully it'll work.
One second.
I'm not holding that much hope, to be honest, but if not, hopefully Alan can get it on standby, and we'll crack on.
I weren't overly prepared, so I'm just mashing buttons.
Okay, mate, no rush. Hang on, half of Roland Zed's disappeared. Oh, it's back. And Johnny's saying, thank you, Andy. He mostly flies gliders. Cool.
Very cool.
And Gray says he purchased 4 boxes of J&J cotton balls this afternoon for the stash after the Bretland effect. I hope it was the round bottles for you, mate.
Press that and that and that, that, and that. On that.
What the hell are you doing, Dan?
I'm pressing buttons and making things work, maybe.
Hopefully.
I'm finding stuff.
Ah.
It'll be all right. Take your time.
I am doing. Don't we worry about that. I don't work well under pressure. Friday now, I can.
We'll be with you next Friday.
I don't want that page first. I want the other page first. I want back to that page. Not that page, that page. No, that page, that page. Is that still sharing?
Yes.
It is for now.
We'll see how it pans out. Good evening, peeps. We're going to try and start on the forum and then ring some people next because it's supposed to be fixed. Anywho, we're going to start on the forum as always, and Mr. Warren B is the first one out of the gate. He says, good evening all. He's finished this Tamiya 24 scale Skyline GTR GR today. It was an original kit in 1990 with calsonic decals that were beyond rescue, and as such replaced with the SK decals Castrol livery, which appealed and was available. He didn't find this kit to be one of Tamiya's best. Understandable, it's over 30 years old. but still very buildable, even if it comes with a bit of a squashed A-pillar, as mine did. He's used mainly LP paints, including LP9 clear. The wheels were stripped and done with super metallic 204 stainless. I found the decals very good and easy to use, although rather than the 8 supplied to wrap the spoiler, I managed to mix some paint and spray it instead. The molded in seat belts were removed and replaced with Edwards 6-point. Other than that, it's straight out the dusty old box. Thanks for looking.
It's quite nice, that is.
Yeah,
I love that scheme. Love that scheme. It's beautiful.
Lovely work, huh?
That's bang on. Quite well. I like. See, seatbelts scare me when I can't see for shit anyway. So yeah, doing out like that. If I do a car, it has no seatbelts. Literally.
And just go down the bottom of that post, just quickly.
Which post?
No, the one down. Keep going down. Just down the bottom of El Capitan's post. Keep going. All the way down. Rob, that's his name. we were trying to remember. I was trying to remember his name today or yesterday. It's Rob. Carry on. Sorry.
Oh, minute.
Uh-oh.
There we go, Alan. Over to you.
Nothing more frustrating than internet problems.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Dan,
I'm back now.
you are now. We'll give it one more go, all right? Because you're just going to break up on you, mate.
Do my nothing. And yeah, I nearly swore then. This is El Capitan next. He says it's quite a while since he's posted anything for the live show. This week he's finished the 35th scale AFB Club Scimitar in UN markings from the Bosnian War. He built this as a part of Not the Usual Conflicts GB.
That's good.
Quickly back over to Face 8.
Nice, nice work out as well. Well done, Rob.
Yeah, I like that.
Either everything breaks or I break. We're going to start this evening with Mr. Adam Challenger.
Ooh.
He says, evening dudes, finally took some pics of this. It's a Kinetic 48th scale E2C tracker. It's usual MP primer, Edward interior, MRP / Tamiya paint, and vagabond decals.
That's very pretty.
Ooh. Yeah, it's done a good
Very
job
nice
there.
work.
Screw tops.
Is all right, I suppose. Some weird fella called Richie Waldron. He's finished a 24th scale Trumpeter Hurricane Mark II. Apparently, it's a great kit, no issues. He added a Yahoo instrument panel, some metal barrel, and a set of HGW fabric harnesses. And he's painted it in Hataka lacquer paints.
That's very good. Very good.
The wheel's backwards.
I love that.
Very nice work.
What's up with the tail again?
The wheel at the back, I put it on backwards.
Oh, yeah. Don't.
It's fine. Perfectly acceptable.
Hang on, I've just posted on ISM apparently.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably about 2 hours ago.
This is the finished build. What's going on?
Highlight. I finished one.
This is Mr. Jim Clark, and he says, evening, fellow styrene welders. I nearly said something else then because I had to focus properly. And Dan. Yes, old man. Well, once he's managed to get this one finished, it's Tamiya's 32nd scale F-15E converted to the Israeli.
I model using.
I can read, you know. I'm 45. I can
Well,
read.
there was a pause there. It looked like you hit a speed bump.
No.
Okay.
I was just sounding it out in my head before I said it. It's the Wolfpack conversion, Kopecky resin wing pylons, LAU 128 missile rails, Python 5 missiles and cockpit details, LRP and resin, LGB, and JDAM bombs, AK real color thinned with Mr. Color rapid thinner, camo applied freehand with the national insignia. Tail numbers and eagle head masked and painted. War and Peace Volume 2 finished. You've missed a bit.
Very nice, Jim. Like it.
Right, nice.
Oh, how camped did Al sound then? This is Mr. Keith Halford next. This is a 70-second Revell Messerschmitt BF109 F2. And it's his first build completed for 2022. He's used your MP sanding sticks, your MP primer, Revell Aquacolor Tamiya X22, mixed with X21, and used the Apex for the first time on this. Happy modeling, everyone.
Good.
Good after that, Keith. I think that's one of his first. Yeah, it's first one. His first build of 2022, isn't it?
Nice.
Good job, Keith. Keep at it.
There's a Mr. Gilbert Mondragon next. And he's finished his Darth Leia, printed by NY 3D Creations. He's used SEM Automotive Primer Filler, by Justano Res, Vallejo Game Color, Citadel Paints, Abtalung Oil Paint, and Liquitex Inks.
Alrighty.
Did I tell you that lately I've been reading a book called How to Use a Ladder? Well, it's more of a step-by-step guide.
Oh,
no.
Is he gone?
Is that a droid she's trying to hide?
Not quite sure, to be honest.
We lost him.
Dan?
Dan left us again.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that is frustrating. I can hear it.
I can hear it.
Come on.
The master toy maker, lucky droid.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's something really captures me with this model. I think it's really good. I don't know why. Oh.
Everything's gone away. And
Alan's going to do it, Dan.
It's going to get broken.
Do you want me to carry on with it, Dan?
I think we're going to have to, aren't we?
Do you want me to carry on with it for you?
No, I just need to find posts. I'll persevere. Although it keeps telling me my internet's about to crap out. No time, I'm going to break somebody's fingers.
Nothing wrong with dad jokes, Philip. I'll get some more for the break in a minute. Hang on.
Break.
Well, when Dan lags out again.
Yeah. We didn't get the one before, Dan, just to let you know.
Gilbert's.
Yeah.
That's his MI 3D Creations Darth Leia finished. SEM Automotive Primer Filler by Justano Res, Vallejo Game Color, Citadel Paints, and Abtalung Oil Paints used, and Liquitex Inks.
Looks great.
Yeah.
My wife asked me today if I'd seen the dog bowl. I said I didn't know he could.
Oh. This is Mr. Dave Allen next. And he's finally finished his Fast and Furious 6 Escort. Base kit is Bell Kit's Ford Escort RS 1600. Thoroughly enjoyed this build. Really good kit and got to scratch build too.
Nice work, Dave. How much of a pain are those decals to get, are those arches?
Real pain.
They're a nightmare.
Yep.
Well done. You did a great job there.
Front one is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, looks it.
A history degree is useless because there's no future in it. I'm just entertaining one between slides.
Mr. Christover, he's finished this Revell 24 scale 78 GMC pickup, his first proper truck / car kit, painted with Tamiya paints. Didn't use the camo decals that came with the kit. He's airbrushed his own camo and weathered it with Vallejo washers and MIG pigments. Kit is a pig of a kit. Would not build it again.
You do a good job there, Chris.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
At least he knows what not to build.
Quite like this.
This is Mr. Thomas Hebert next. He says, even all, this is the Mitsubishi Colt Galant GTO MR in 24 scale by Hasegawa. He's private into me light grey, painted in Halford's Forge Signal green and gloss clear. The rest done in Revelt acrylic, UMP decal solutions used throughout. Highlight model Studio P steering wheel. Wipers and magic tree added as well as seat belts for the back. It's a lovely kit, a pleasure to build. Have a good weekend.
Very nice.
That's one, mate.
Thanks, Rick.
Give it to washback. Oh, this is garbage. This is Mr. Simon Shorey next.
Uh-oh.
First one off the bench in 2022 is a Hasegawa 24 scale Jaguar XJ9 IMSA. UMP Primer Gravity Titanium White and 2K. Various Tamiya LP paints. UMP Polishers, not the best fitting kit, but he likes a challenge.
Yeah, I lied in that as well. I actually used LP Racing White, not Gravity White.
Ah. Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah, I forgot.
Why can't penguins fly? Because of chocolate biscuits. Yeah.
Mr. Malcolm Hall is next. He says, not the best photo, but here's his finished Airfix 77 Blackburn Buccaneer. Where's Buccaneers?
On your Buccaneer.
In the stowed position is removed before flight engine covers a scratch.
Get ready, Alan.
He's not going to give up on it. You know,
No.
that's almost the end now anyway.
Very bossy man walked into a bar. Within minutes, he started ordering everyone around. My wife says I never buy her flowers. I didn't even know she sold flowers. They don't make decals for Jim Clark Cortina.
I didn't know I had a Cortina.
It's not a very funny joke, is it?
Does anybody make the Cortina?
Resin kit is it?
I think there's a 1/43 scale one I've seen somewhere, I think.
Paul Chris is saying the paper calendar is worried as his days are numbered.
Oh.
They are, Philip, indeed. They are. All ones are the best. Dan? Dan? Dan?
Oh, God.
Right, you're being relegated. I'm making an executive decision.
Good lad, because I'm ready for killing people.
Alan, you happy doing it?
Yeah,
cool waters, man.
It's just going to be a bit awkward when it comes to doing the tallies bits, but yeah.
You want me to do it then, Alan?
Do you want me to do it?
There's only a few models left. If you go on, you do it then, Simon. You can do the recap, mate, if that's okay.
Sure.
I'm queued to go if you want to do the.
Are you happy doing it, Si? You've done quite a bit.
I'll carry on, so you do the recap.
How can we have Richie do it? You do a good job.
Yeah.
In one. Din, 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 din,
So this
din.
one's from Malcolm Hall. It says not the best photo, but here's my finished Airfix 172nd Blackburn Buccaneer.
Fucking hell.
In the stowed position, removed before flight, engine covers are scratch built. And yes, I lost the nose antenna, apparently. I wouldn't have noticed. The first painted model I've done in a long time, thanks to Paul's advice on airbrush cleaning. Lacquer in it is my new best friend. Haha. Cheers.
Yeah, boy. There you go.
That looks nice, that does, Malcolm.
Looks good. Well done, Malcolm.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, no, the 172 is not too bad. It's a 48 is about hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Next up, we have our very own Gary Ride the Wind. And this is off the bench is the Tamiya Lotus Type 78 in 1/12 scale. Finished in Tamiya TS14 and Gravity 2K over UMP grey primer. Flat and between coats, Alclad and LP paints used out the box build. Nice fitting kit considering it was produced in 1977.
Good year.
This is a Reeboks version of this is the Reeboks version of 2008 when P was added. Okay, so it's the original kit, but yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the re-releases. They've had a P in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It says nice and durable build that takes up all the cabinet shelf.
It is. He showed it today in his display case. It's huge.
Yeah, they're big cars back then.
Yeah. Very cool, Gary.
Very nice.
He built that on the day.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, you almost did, didn't he? You're not
It
Gary.
wasn't
right?
far off. It was only about a week, if that.
Next
What's
up,
that?
yep, yeah, Knucklehead Labs.
Oh,
It's a new name, that isn't it?
we'll sell dogs.
It says just getting final weathering and clear coat the 135th IDF M60A1 Blazer.
Cool.
Esky ERTL kit, AFV Club workable tracks. It's Tamiya XF60 top coat, oil filters and washes, kit circa 1990, but went together without argument, although the instructions had a number of errors.
It looks good,
Let's
Knucklehead. I
look
don't know
down
the
the
name of
photo.
Knucklehead. I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
Looks very good,
I
though.
think a nice clean build, isn't it? Very pretty.
It's very nice, yeah. I like that. M60 is the Bulldog, is it, Jim?
No, it's a patent.
Pattern, that's the one. Good looking tank.
Good looking tank, yeah, definitely.
As soon as the IDF get their hands on things, they become even better looking.
Next up
This is nice. I saw this the other day. This is lovely.
is Douglas Ware. So evening, Dan and crew. Last one off the bench, this Tamiya Mustang Gt4 and my second build of this great kit. Finished in the livery of the race performance team from the 2019 British GT Championship. I added some extra carbon here and there, along with a few extra details to the interior. The details are as follows. The kit is a 124 Tamiya Ford Mustang GT4. The primer is Mr. Surfacer 1200 Grey. Base coating gravity colours Ford Leadfoot Grey and Tamiya LP5 semi-gloss black. The decals are Race Performance Team British GT 2019 by Racing Decals 43. Clear coat is Gravity Colours Spain 2K Gloss. Additional carbon decals from Scale Motorsport, UMP Decal Solutions, UMP Polishing System. The rest was painted with a mix of various Tamiya, Mr. Hobby and model colour paints. Thanks for looking. Have a great weekend.
It's lovely. And Douglas, it's not criticism. Your photos are always amazing, absolutely beautiful. But it's not. This one's nice because this is really well lit.
Yeah,
you can see the whole model, and it makes a difference. It's a lovely scheme. That
it looks a studio shot of the real thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful kit to build as well. Absolutely lovely thing to build. Maybe not twice round, Si. When are you going for 2K, Si? Is that due now?
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow probably.
I bet you're a bit gun shy though, aren't you?
No, I'm all right.
No, you're happy. But that's beautiful, Douglas. Very, very nice.
Excellent.
Nice job.
That's cool as well.
Next, Edward Leonard. It says Warhammer Age of Sigma, black coach, primed in Mr. Finishing Surface 1500 white, and painted with numerous Citadel paints.
That's very cool, Edward. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I build something like that Warhammer. Like, I'd like to build something like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that good a job.
It's a piece you can look at for quite a lot of time, you know. And
yeah, you spot stuff.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, really like that. Well done, Edward.
Very good.
Next up, we have Mark Ewing.
That's nice.
He says, I have a few things on the go, including the Revell 124th Fuse truck and the Tamiya 130th Sherman early production tank.
That's not finished, is it?
It's not finished, no, is it?
Mark, if you're watching, buddy, this is for finished models. I know last week I was like, please post your work. This is for finished work, and it's just one per week.
Yeah.
Alan was really mean and deleted all your posts. I did beg him not to. No, we gotta be fair for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's one post, and we will delete your other posts, unfortunately. And it's not being horrible, it just makes it fair. But that's gonna look amazing. Please share it back, Mark, when it's finished, so we can see it. And it's all good. The paintwork on that is lovely.
Yeah, beautiful.
They're hard to weather, the Sherman, any of the American armor, because the paint didn't chip as much.
I better not show this next one either, because this one wasn't really finished either.
Yeah, well.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, it's even worth reading out.
Yeah, I know. It was for the ISM American group build. It's an AMT kit, 125th. It's a custom pumper. Yeah, it's not the best kit in the world, but I did manage to push through it and get it done. I primed it in UMP pink, base coated it with 0 Alfa Rosso, 2K Gravity Clear, various Mr. Colour and LP paints and stuff used everywhere else. All the usual, flattened with micro mesh, polished with the ultimate polishing system, and sprayed it through my apexes. Yeah,
You did a good job, Alan.
Yeah,
it's nice to actually
I
really
like it. I much prefer the newer fire engines. They're much better looking.
Absolutely, Paul. See, you're listening.
No, the newer. The newer fire engines, Jim. Newer.
Well, newer than that one.
Yeah, much nicer.
Like a early,
yeah, like one now, like a 2021, 2022.
No, not those funny European things.
That's good, Ali. You did a good job. So Shay's there saying he shortened the rope on the bucket they used to collect the water in the village. It didn't go down well.
You okay to refresh, go through those, Si? Yeah.
Yes, mate, I am.
Good man.
Need
You ready
the
to
top of the pops music to recap the top 10.
I dare say Paul's going to do his spiel first.
Am I?
Yeah, go on.
What do I normally say now?
What do you normally say about, pick your favourite one and
pick your favourite one?
Yeah, put your the person's name and the subject.
Person's name. So yeah, now you get a chance to vote. So Sam's going to do a quick recap while Alan takes down the vote. So 1 vote each. Try and remember the name of the builder and the subject. And the winner with the most votes gets kudos, pride of place on the Paul-ISM daily live streams page. I think I got the name right this time. And we're going to have a chat in a minute about the Hangouts off air, just for everyone. So when you're ready, Si, away you go.
Okay, first up, back to the forum at Warden B and his Tamiya 124th Skyline GTR Group A. And we also have El Capitan, who had a 135th AFV Club Scimitar in UN markings.
Scimitar.
That's the one. Next up, we have Mr. Adam Challenger on Faceache, when it decides to go, with his 148th E2C tracker.
It's probably the worst person to have to do this, and it's like
but it does the same for everyone, where you've got to refresh this list. It's stupid. I don't know why it does it now. It never used to. Next up is Richie with his 124th Trumpeter Hurricane Mark IIC.
Very nice.
We have Mr. Jim Clark with his Tamiya 132nd F15E, converted to Israeli. Very nice.
Yeah.
Jealous.
We have Keith Halford with his Revel Messerschmitt BF 109 F2 in 172nd.
Good job, Keith.
Tiny.
We have Mr. Gilbert Mondragon with his Darth Vader printed NY 3D Creations model. Very nice. We next have Mr. Dave Allen with his Belkit's Ford Escort RS 1600, Brian from Fast and Furious version. We have Mr. Chris Stover, who finished this Revel 124th 78 GMC pickup. Bum, bum, bum. We have Mr. Thomas Hebert, who did this Mitsubishi Colt Galant GTO MR in 124th from Hasegawa. We have my Jaguar XJR9 IMSA in 124th from Hasegawa. We have Mr. Malcolm Hall with his 172nd Blackburn Buccaneer.
Fucking hell.
On his Buccaneer.
Fucking hell.
I think we're then Mr. Riderwind next. Hope any luck. Yes, next up we have Mr. Gary Ride the Wind, who has a Lotus 78 in 112 from Tamiya. We then have Knucklehead Labs with a 135th IDF M60A1 Blazer.
I think Gary Dahlstrom, that's his other account, I think he said in the chat.
And Mr. Douglas Weir with his Tamiya Gt4 Mustang in 124th. We have Mr. Edward Leonard with his Warhammer Age of Sigma Black Coach. Last but not least, we have Mr. Ellen Parker with his AMT 125th Custom Pumper.
Very cool.
That's it, folks.
There you go. So like I say, Mark, I did see you in the chat. Please post the Sherman when it's done, mate. I'd love to see that when it's done. Pop it in there. But just remember, everyone, it is only one each per week. Just the rules are at the top. Just have a read. I know I'm bloody telling Mark last week to post his stuff, and now I'm telling him off for posting too much. Sorry, Mark. Gonna give the vote a second.
Yeah, I already have. Paul. I'll just give it a little bit of time.
There we go. Oh,
there's a few coming through still, but not it's going to change much of anything anyway.
No. Tough one this week, isn't it?
Oh, very tough.
Some bloody good builds in there, to be fair. One thing I will say, looking at the number of votes you've had, which is what's it? Yeah, there's only probably a third of the people have voted.
Yeah, it's always the same. There's 105 of you watching, and only a third of you have voted. So, looking at my algorithms, most of you are watching on PC. Then you're watching on your phones, and the last one is TV. So you can all put a vote in. More interaction we get, the better. You know, the more even the voting is because there's more people in there. So there's 106 watching right now. So, and most of you subscribed as well to the channel. So, yeah.
Right,
need some more votes.
At the top. Well, you're on the spotlight first, Paul. What's your choice?
God. It's going to have to be Douglas's GT4, I think. Very nice.
Okay. Mr. Shorey?
I'm the same, unfortunately, this week. But again, a lot of really good stuff there.
Okay. Mr. Wardy Boy?
I have to agree.
Say again?
I have to agree, Douglas.
Douglas's
GT4.
Okay. Mr. Clark?
I'm going with Adam's E2C.
Okay. Roland?
Yeah, I'm also on Adam's Kinetic. Yeah, that's too many good things there.
Okay. Mr. Al?
I'm going for El Capitan's Scimitar.
El Capitan's Scimitar. Okay.
Very good. Very nice choice.
Is Rich there? Rich,
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Mustang.
Going to go with the Douglas Mustang. Okay. Richie?
Because it's not a shake and bake kit and it's out the comfort zone, I'm going for Alan's fire truck.
My fire truck. Oh, cheers, Richie.
Nice petty vote.
Well,
Yeah.
tries.
Somebody's got to do it. Is Mr. Callis there still?
I was going to vote, but they will be condescending. So,
And is Andy there?
no, Andy said he's gone for a walk, and something about no cat have been harmed. I'm not sure what that's all about.
In actual fact, in actual fact, I did see his vote further up. Actually, yes, yeah. In actual fact, and I might let down thinking about it. Is Dan still there?
I am, but I'm yeah.
We blow it out quick.
That red thing at end, maybe. Yeah, that red thing at end.
What's that?
Your fire truck.
Yeah.
Fire truck.
I'm preparing murder things.
No worries. Right then. Well, it's a very clear winner this week. We've got a tie on the second and third. So we've got tied with Adam and Jim for the F15 and the EC Tracker. But this week's winner is Douglas with his Mustang GT4.
There we go. Well, Douglas. Good job. And yeah, lovely, amazing kit. One of Tamiya's, just everything Tamiya's released in the last couple of years. Phenomenal. and it's a very nice kit to build. Quality of work shows incredible. It is, isn't it, Gary? 108 watch, 107 thumbs up. Well, that's fantastic, but a little bit more interaction would be great. Although it actually says one's watching now. Oh, it's gone to 112. There we go. So yeah, well done everyone. Well done on the votes, and well done to everyone who took part. Some good stuff in there. Some very good stuff.
Yeah, always.
There we go. Right, we've got Roland's and Luke's to do, haven't we?
Yep.
Roland, do you want to do yours?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a quickie. Oh. Yeah, let's share the screen. Which one is it? It's that one. And here we are. This week we only have 2, and as we said already last week, if you don't post anything in progress, we obviously can't choose anything in progress. But Simon and me, we managed to have...
And me.
And of course, Paul, who chose both of those, which we chose as well.
It is a really weird coincidence that we both picked the same thing. Every week, it amazes me sometimes.
It's how it always happens. It's just unbelievable.
It's just eerie, really weird.
Anyway, it's Simon's choice is from Robert Judson. It's an Oshima 124 LW Ken Mary Skyline. Started this one yesterday. Painted in a custom mix of metallic blue, metallic green, and semi-gloss black. All decanted from Tamiya TS cans. Paint and decals all finished. I was a little worried about the decals, but they went down without any issues. Right, Simon, that's yours.
You sure it's me again? You got the right one?
Yes.
If not, it's definitely me. I'll go on. It's green.
No, you won't.
Lovely. The gold decals just set off the model beautiful. And this kind of thing's grown on me more and more. It's definitely not my kind of model. But it's great. I mean, just look at those TS paints. Fabulous. You know what I mean? Look at the box. I mean, the quality of the pictures, the backdrop, the Tamiya stand. I mean, what more can we say? The stain on the back, it's just amazing. Anything you want to add, Simon?
Yeah, quite a lot. No. So I've got a similar kit to this in my stash. It's a blue version of this, and
bit of blue for dads.
I love the subject, and one of the reasons I haven't done it is the pinstripe decaling does put me off a little bit. But I think he's got
the strip off dead easy.
I think he's got the I know they will, but it's getting replacement set. I think he's got the colour match spot on, considering he's mixed it, and those decals, and I did zoom in on some of the pictures, look as if they've gone down beautifully. He's done a cracking
river
job.
Counter, isn't he? Jesus Christ.
No, around the wheel arches and everything. So no, I just thought it was a really tidy piece of work, and it looks cracking so far. So look forward to seeing that finished.
I can say, having built that kit, the stripes are not easy.
No, and that's what's put me off building it so far. But yeah, no, he's done a cracking job. So that was it.
What car are they, Alan? What is it?
It is a Skyline. It's a GTC something or other. It's a Ken and Mary thing. It was built for a race series, but it never actually did anything.
Once that's cleared, I don't know what I think. Rob uses 2K. It's got nice cleared.
And he's actually like myself. He's done it with the proper colour, because on a lot of the box art shows him as being blue, but the original car, what was at the motor show, which is this 73 car, wasn't blue. It was like this strange greeny colour.
Right.
So you got the blue boxing of your side.
Yeah. And to be honest, I chose it because I did like the car and the artwork and the blue. But
I'm not sure what the front end, because that's But
they did quite a few different
lights are different on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same car, but they did quite a few different Ken Mary things, didn't they? There's
one is the one I built, the actual Ken Mary car. That's like a bit of a Liberty Walk type twist on that one, with the way the headlights are and the wheels are splayed and stuff. And it's doing a good job. Doing a very good job.
Good job so far. I like it. Anyway, that's why I picked that one. Thank you, Roland.
No, it's a good. Love the detail on the kit as well.
Yeah.
Right, and then we have Joe Yellow waiting for decals to snug down before 2K clear, and some detail painting. Chase Elliott 2019 Camaro. Well, first of all, I obviously like the decals. It's a very nice decal scheme. And obviously we all know how difficult it is to do the white paint, and I think he put the decals on very, very nicely.
Yeah.
Seems to be laying down nicely. See, he has a white spot here. Maybe there's an antenna or something, or it is supposed to be like that. I'm not sure, but it still looks very, very good. I think that's an awesome job. I mean, I know decals jobs like that, and they can be very frustrating. You know, have to buy another decal set to dry over and all that. We all have been there, but I think he has done I love the grill. He has done a fabulous job here.
He sent me pictures of it the other night because me and Joe messages me every now and then, and I grunt back normally. But it's very nice, very catchy scheme as well, isn't it? Really nice.
Yeah, very nice. Love it.
Very cool.
And that's it. That's from us both. And with that, back to the studio. Cheers.
You don't need to pull your fingers out more. Me, Roland, and Simon made a good effort there.
Yeah.
No one's picked anything else at all.
It's disappointing. It
is. We're not angry. Just disappointed.
Just disappointed.
Right then. There's only one thing I picked today, and it's in the middle of my face.
Oh.
Oh.
Excellent. Mr. Ward.
Yes.
You want to do your paint thing?
I suppose. Let's have a look. I've already got it up. And I'm just going to have the post. I'm just going to find the post.
Not had a peanut butter jar on, do.
Hey. So, let us share. Okay.
Ooh.
Right. Why are you there? Okay. Let me move you guys because nobody wants to see that. Okay. So, first, we've only got a couple. There's people laughing at me. I'm not happy about. That's fine.
There are 4 messages there. Why can't you leave them unanswered?
What's a message?
No, don't click it, for Christ's sake.
Best not.
No, don't click it.
First up, we've got Kevin Marshall. Here's some typical sloppy work from me. I finally got some actual modelling done. Whittled the loose fitting assortment of vague shapes that are a trademark of these early special hobby kits into some reasonable see-through shape. But then was in too much of a hurry to finally scrub it all over with cleaner before masking. I never learned, so no doubt it will happen again when I repair and mask the recognition stripes.
Gutted.
Yeah, that's nice down to plastic, isn't it?
Gutted, mate. Right down, yeah.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Oh, well,
Easily
look forward to seeing it fixed or smashed with a hammer, either way.
Fire.
Be able to repaint that.
Fire, yeah, fire is a good idea. Next up, we've got an absolute melon who says, always check the paint pot is fully closed before shaking it. This was, I'd done this at about 8 o'clock, about 9 o'clock this morning, and I was half asleep. And I was using some Citadel Corax White to just touch up a little bit of a decal on the Suzuki. And so I shook it all up, opened it, had a look, excellent. Closed it again, went to shake it a bit more, didn't close it fully. I'm not familiar with the Citadel paints. Give it a shake, and it was all over my lovely plain black t-shirt, all on my dressing gown. It went in my coffee, but I was too lazy to go make a new coffee, and luckily it's water-based, so I'm still alive. But yeah, racing stripe or skid mark. And there's the money shot. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, just make sure you close your paint pots before you shake them up.
There you go.
And then we have Mr. Knucklehead Labs. He was finishing up the B9 Bluetooth project. I stuck the claws outside paint. A gust of wind took them away and the claws went missing. Fished one out of the stone wall, but the other one was just gone, man. Called the manufacturer and got a replacement 2 weeks later, but only after taking a fair bit of abuse from the guy on the other end of the phone. Oh, what a shame. But good that you've got a replacement, because that looks absolutely mental.
Those are good.
Really like that. Really cool. Post some like updates and stuff on ISM, because I'd like to see that in action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it articulated? Does it move, or is it just like that? But yeah, love to see a little video if it does move. But yeah, at least you got it sorted in the end.
Austin.
But that's it. So Knucklehead Labs got his sorted. Kevin Marshall will get his sorted, and I've got to buy a new T-shirt.
Yeah.
But I'll no doubt be back next week with another spillage.
Nice one, Arnie.
No problem.
There we go. Yeah, so a couple of calamities this week. It's not good, is it? So, right, so we need to chat about... We're doing the Off Air Hangouts for a long time now. And in the past, it's only me that's been able to start them up, because obviously it's my account. But we figured out a way where anyone could start it up now. So tomorrow at 9 a.m, if you're in the Off Air Hangout group, which has now been changed to Paul-ISM something Off Air Daily Hangout. I can't remember these new names. They're terrible.
Paul-ISM Off Air Daily Hangout group.
That's the one. Rolls off the tongue. Rolls off the tongue. So there's a scheduled post to go live at 9 a.m. in the morning, which has got a brand new link to the Zoom. So if you join us ever, it's a new link now. Get rid of the old one. And basically, if you click that link, it will open the Zoom call, whether anybody is there or not now. Most of the time, you'll find we're in there. But occasionally, if it's 2, 3 in the morning, you want to start a hangout up, you can do it if you want. Now, this takes trust on your part. And I will be going through it in a bit. And anyone who's never been in a hangout and I don't know will probably get removed from the group. But if you want to rejoin, you just rejoin it, no problem at all. So like I say, with that, when I'm not there, like tomorrow morning, Saturdays, I'm not there till 10:30, 11. That means Si or Alan, if they're out here, they can start the hangout up. And you can just come along, click it. If someone's in there, you come and join it. If not, you come in there and wait and see if somebody else joins you. But what we will start to do, like I used to do on the old Hangouts, in the Google Hangouts days, which is 3 years ago. I can't believe that's 3 years ago. Every day was a different link, so I had to post the link up. We used to have funny pictures and that. We will start doing that on a day-to-day basis. We'll delete old ones, so you'll always get a notification of a new Hangout. I've made Alan a moderator, Sam a moderator. I'll make a few of the other lads a moderator in a little bit. So you should get a notification when the Hangout's up. But like I say, it gives more people the opportunity to start it up. But it does take trust on yours and my side as well. And if there's any funny business, I will ban and block you in a heartbeat. That goes to everybody, because the Hangouts have caused trouble in the past. And I'm very, very, what's the word? Guarded. Just very, very easy. I keep an eye on what goes on there if I can. So if you are going to join, behave. And because I can join anywhere where I am by phone or wherever, and I can even end it without going in there, which is good. But it just hopefully make it easier, and there's always a hangout then. So if you wake up at 4 in the morning, you can't sleep, jump in the hangout. I think even you can publicly post on that page as well. Sure you can. So you can always let people know you're in there, and whatever. So that's going to be starting tomorrow. This is the last time we'll be using this link, which is the hangout we've used for the past 2 years. And it's just going to be a completely recurring hangout. So yes, 9 a.m. tomorrow morning UK time, the post will go up. But it does take trust on your part. If you're not on the Hangout group, it's linked in the bottom of all the videos. It's right down there. Off the Hangout group, it's about the 4th post up from the bottom. You've got to join. I've got to see you and let you on. But I will be going through, and there's people in there, which there is a lot of, that I've never seen in the Hangout or don't know. They will be getting removed. They can rejoin. You're free to rejoin. But obviously, we've got to be a bit careful over this now, because we don't know what's going on when we're not there. But I think, 90% of the time we're there, especially through the day.
There's normally one of us there.
I mean, Jim and Andy, what time can you guys be until? And Lonnie and bloody Yuval can be in all night.
Yeah.
So it just opens up, just makes life a little bit easier for us. The discussions we've had over the past couple of weeks, we were going to actually pay for another account, weren't we, out of our own pockets?
Yeah.
But we were just chatting today, and I looked for all the settings. I just found this, and it works. So it's only me who's got the host capability. So I don't think you'll be able to kick anybody. I don't know how it's going to work, is it?
No, you won't be able to kick them.
If I leave for the day, I make one of these guys the host, so they've got the power. But you can't go live on it or anything like that. So it is. So just just bear in mind we're taking a little bit of a risk here. And it's a little bit of trust, but you're all welcome to join when we're off air. Not so much when I'm live. I think I'm going to start putting the waiting room on. I'll only have you in when we're live if I know you, because you could say anything when we're live, and obviously it's my name and these guys all attached to it. But when we're off air from mid-afternoon through the night, you're more than welcome to join. It's going to go off air in a minute. Feel free to join. Go and join. Click the link down below and come and join us. Come and jump in.
Yep.
It's just like this. It's just more swearing. We take the mickey out of each other more.
And the thing is, you don't have to have the camera on yourself, do you, Paul? You know,
No, you can have your camera on your bench. As long as we can hear you clearly. You haven't got, read the rules on the page as well. Feel free. Don't be intimidated by it at all. We are ruthless with each other, but only with each other, because we know each other. We do take the mick out of each other. We have a good laugh, don't we? Anyone new joins, we leave you alone for a while till you get used to us.
At least 3 days.
At least 3 visits, we leave you alone. But you're all welcome. And honestly, if you're saying things like watching the shows are helping you with your mental health, come and join us. You'll have a hell of a laugh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
You really will. And it's open from 9:30 in the morning when I'm live. So, like I said, if I don't know you, I probably won't let you in. But we go off air, 2, 3. It's open all the way through then till midnight later? Sometimes UK time.
You're in all night.
Yeah.
And
but, I'm telling you, Dan, get in. Just jump in.
Yeah.
You don't have to have your camera on your face. Just have her on your bench. Just come and join. Just come and join us. Honestly, you can try it. You might not like it. You don't have to come back. It's not it's an obligation to join us. It's just something to add to the community. And I've been doing these for 8 years now, and I've got a lot of good memories from these. We've got some really funny stuff happening in them, and these are all good guys, and we all support each other as a group as well. We look after each other. Like the other week when I broke that decal, we sat here for 2 hours bugging around over purple colours.
Yeah.
That's what we do, isn't it? We have a laugh and a joke. And
born in with Adam as well when we were all searching through a decal collection.
I think I saw somebody mention there about, is there a limit? I think there's 100 participants is the limit.
Just jump in. We can have loads of you in there.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be an issue.
No, you never have too many in here. And it's well policed. If anyone's out of line, they'll get put in line in a second. So although we like having a laugh and that, but there is a line where you will be put into check. Like, we're not doing that.
No personal attacks or anything like that. Is the Paul? It's all
it's banter. It's like workplace banter. We know each other well. We always we always tell each other our models look shit and it look good when it's finished. That's an ongoing joke. And Tom, apparently he's Dutch from Holland.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. No, Gary, you can shove them right up your arsehole.
Hey.
So just come and join. Come and try it. It's going to go off there. I'm going to go off in about 5 minutes now. I'm going to come my soapbox in a minute. It's going to be in. Come in, and tonight's a good night to join us. We've all done this. We're all chatting for a while. It'll be quite not quiet, but we'll be quite restrained for a bit because we're all fed up of talking. You might see Rich with his puppets. Andy does a lot of interpreted dancing here and things. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, you get to log in to see Yuval the Biscuit. Yeah. Biscuit or Hoover. Did you hear that one, Al?
Yuba.
He was calling biscuits the other day because that's how they say it over there. And apparently in Israel, Hubba Bubba's called Hooba Booba. Yeah. And Paul's been joining us more through the day as well. And if you join any group, it's always going to feel clicky because whether you like it or not, any social group will become clicky. And it's not always out of nastiness. It's just because people know each other. So you can feel left out, can't you? But it's not intentional. It's just we've got a lot of private jokes that we wouldn't share with anybody because we don't want to. One word we can all be in stitches, but eventually you'll join in. It's good fun.
Yep.
Shane's been in. He's been on camera. If I can put this on camera, you can come on camera. That sounds horrible, don't you? You can come on camera.
And even if you don't want to be, you can always turn your camera to your bench.
Ask the question, Rich and Richie, do they have YouTube channels? Yes, Richie has a YouTube channel. RW Hobbies. It's linked further up, Basil. Go and have a look. Rob's saying, love to be able to jump in with my benches down the shed and I can't get into that down there. You don't have to be at your bench, Rob. You don't have to be modelling. This is the thing. You don't have to. You can sit, as long as you're not got loads of background noise, you can sit in your living room. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're modelling. Just come and join us. Just make it. How often do we sit here and not model? What did I do all day today? From 10 a.m. to 3:30, what did I do? Sit here. I sat here doing nothing, waiting for this Mac to update. It took 6 hours to update. I was on my old MacBook. Oh yeah, I was laughing because he said it won't take ages. No, I'll be dead quick. 6 hours I sat here, bored out my tray. I did nothing all day because I had the MacBook on here. So just jump in.
Yeah, Gary.
Gary. In the description, I'll grab the link. 2 seconds.
Yeah, I jump in when I'm working. I've been in the hangout while changing parts on the bike.
I was on a day out at a beach in, where the hell was I? Conway. Having my lunch with Hannah and James, and I set a hangout up for this lot because they didn't have a hangout. So I was sat there on the beach with my family in a hangout in the car. And that's it. So you don't have to be modelling. Don't feel like you've got to be sat at your bench. I don't care. As long as you can't hear your TV blowing away or you're getting shouted at by the wife, because the background noise
that can be entertaining too.
Well, it can be, yeah. You're more than welcome to join. You don't have to be sat at your bench. Tom will definitely be here. Oh, you beat me to it. Beat me to it.
We've even got someone that sits in here all day whilst at work, don't they? Sorry, I won't mention your name, Luke. Sorry, mate.
No, we won't.
Well, you don't have to be at your bench. Don't not join because you're not at your bench. You don't even need to be modelling. Just come in and sit. Shut up, bikers. Don't need any more bikers, Gary. Pipe down. But there's the link. Just click on that. You get accepted into the group. The link's not there right now, but I'll go and put it there quickly in a sec, just for tonight. And you're more than welcome to join. Where's the link? There it is. Because, like I say, if you think watching us is good for your mind, come and join us. It's a good laugh.
It is.
It's a good laugh.
It is.
It really is. Right. I'm just going to put a temporary link in there for tonight. Like I say, that will change tomorrow when we change over, but it's in the Hangout group for now anyway. But yeah, don't be worried. We're not arseholes. The rumours aren't true. We're much worse. Okay, I'm an arsehole.
Rob, don't worry about that. That's encouraged as well, by the way.
What, being an arsehole?
No, wives walking around naked in the background. As long as we're not live.
Or scurrying across the floor like we can't see them. Full screen like that. Size wife scurried across the floor like we couldn't see it. So funny.
Bless him.
But yeah, anyway, if you want to join, the link's there. Click on that Facebook group. I'll keep checking it when we go off there. And the link's there. Just click on it. Follow a few suggestions. If you get stuck, message Alan. He'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
He's our IT support. And if not, Roland will. If you're in South Africa, Roland will pop round.
Immediately. Everything is around the corner here.
Yeah. And yeah, it'd be good to see everybody. So that's it. There you go. Shane will be on as well. Shane's coming on. I'm going to go as soon as we go up there then.
All right.
Right. Okay. So that's us for today. Thank you, Richie, for being a guest for us today. It was good to finally get you on. It's taken a while, but for obvious reasons. And thanks for Jim for doing the interview. Everybody else for doing all the work they always do, and for everybody out there for 115 likes. It was brilliant.
Sorry, can I just do one reminder? Can I just remind everyone we got our charity auction at the end of April?
Yep.
And it's for cancer research. Please PM me if you would like to make any kit donations. They will be gratefully received. Auction on the night, and hopefully you can raise a lot of money for a very great cause.
Very good cause. Yeah, definitely.
And also,
the other contributions are also welcome.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure Alan had something to mention as well.
Yeah, I did as well. I was just about to say as well. Yeah, we've got the American group build ongoing at the moment. And on the 12th of February, we've got the Le Mans and GT Race Series group build starting. We've opened the next one up a little bit from just Le Mans cars to GT races as well. So you've got your GT3s, your GT4s.
I might have stuck my oar in a little bit.
Yeah, well, it made a lot of sense.
It just opens up a little bit.
It opens up, so basically, any of the GT Race Series cars, all the Le Mans cars, are more than welcome to participate in that group build, which starts on the 12th of Feb. Might even get Richie building a shiny car. Look for that.
Yeah, go on, Richie.
You'd enjoy it.
Or you can build a Mercedes that's gone off the straight in Le Mans. That'd be Just as good.
Mike's just messaged me saying he's getting a load of grief because Sue's not been accepted into the group yet. But Sue doesn't need it. She's got the bloody link.
She won't have the new link.
It's the same link as always, this one.
This one is tonight. Yeah.
For tonight, not from.
Yeah, no, tomorrow it'll go up on the page.
Yeah.
I can't see anyone being added to that group.
Who came in before? We've had
2 seconds. I might be on the wrong group. I clicked Paul-ISM and it's the old bloody same name now, aren't they?
Member requests, so yeah, there's a few there.
Is there?
Yeah, I'll approve them now. I recognise a lot of them. So
Where the hell can you see that?
on the actual Paul-ISM Off Air Hangout.
I'm looking. I can't see the. I can see the block ones.
There's 5 requests. I've done them all.
Okay, there you go. Job done.
Now we've opened up our group builds. I mean, I could do the Audi.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
could.
you can.
That's
Yep.
correct. Yes.
Yep.
That's why I did it. I was thinking of you.
Thank you.
Daryl saying he's going to mess around with some speakers and headphones. Catch you on 30. Just beware of the noise. The background noise is unbelievably loud for us. And you will be told if you tune in. There's loads of rules on that. Well, there's a few rules on that page. Maybe have a read them as well. And she's winding away. Well, I'm hosting. I'm influencing. What can I do? I do one thing at a time.
Exactly.
Right, that's it. Sue's banned. Let's get her out of it. Right, so let me get this straight. Hang on. So there's no live stream tomorrow. We'll be back on Sunday morning. Sue and Mike are live on Sunday night. And then we'll be back Monday, yada, yada, yada. I need to do a Patreon live stream at some point. I'll figure it out. I'll do it one night and we'll sort that out. And I'm going to review that tomorrow. I'm going to review that, hopefully. I've got some building to do tomorrow. I've got my wood from my shelves and my new spray booth, so I'm going to build that up tomorrow. Hannah's got some painting to do. She doesn't know yet, but she has. It's not them. It's the back bedroom. So we'll be back on Sunday morning. All right, but Hangouts open all day tomorrow. Simon will open it up early in the morning. The new link will be on the group page. You can start it up at 9 o'clock if you want to. You can feel free. So, and if you want to join after this, feel free to jump in because you're all more than welcome. So that's enough rambling on because I've rambled on for ages.
One other thing, Paul.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks left on the Foos build. So if you're going to get your Foos,
God, is that still going on?
It is. Yeah, finished on the 28th of Feb, so last day of Feb. So you've still got a few weeks left. Yeah.
So Adam, if you're watching, you really need to pull your finger out. Don't know where he is. He must be asleep. Haven't seen him. Right, so there we go. We're going to go off air. Hopefully, we'll see some of you in the Hangout in a minute. You're all more than welcome. If not, hopefully, we'll see you over the weekend as well. Drop in. Don't be worried. Don't be, don't be. I can't think of any words tonight.
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Don't be worrying about what's going to happen. Well, you'll have a laugh with us. It's good fun. And we'll see you all Sunday morning. So enjoy the rest of your night and your Saturday, and we will catch you all later. So, cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.